Okay, so welcome back. Today, Saturday, March 23rd. I was going through some of the main guidelines about ID pictures, cedula pictures, and passport type pictures. And I was also going through some details about Alticia. Alticia is ready for you to start working on. As you keep working on Alticia, you will be able to download your progress on the platform. And as you keep going, this is where you will find how much time have you really spent. When was the last time you were connected to Alticia? If it's active, for everyone it's active now. Everyone has already access to Alticia, so you can start working on this, okay? And just to summarize very important information about last week, our classes are going to be only Saturdays and Sundays. Last week, I shared this file with you so you can fill it out with your information. The way I usually share everything is usually through the Zoom chat. Okay, so I'm going to share this again with you. So these are the students that already filled this out. So I have Ariana, Samuel, Cesar, Jocelyn, Gabriela, Mireli, Melissa, Domenica, Gregory, Nicole, Natalie, Adrian, Kyla, Reina, Ruth, Justin, Andrea, and Sandra. If you are new to the class today and you are not here, can you please fill it out with your last name, first name, university mail, personal mail, a phone number, the faculty you are in right now, the field of study, your future profession, and hobbies, okay? This is what I call students' important information.
Hola, Miss.
Yes.
Miss, creo que ahí con el first name más last name, que sería el apellido, creo que se ha movido.
Oh, okay, let me see.
Sí, Miss.
Where is it?
Por ejemplo, yo soy Justin Zamora y parezco ahí Viteri.
Okay, let me see. Oh, that's right. So it's Troya Adrian, right? Let me fix it. So it's Troya Adrian, right? Okay, and then Viteri, who's Justin, is it right or not? Do I have to fix
Mira,
it?
Miss, soy Natalie Guillén y salgo como Pilataxi.
Uy, Natalie.
Miss,
Y el correo también está
a mí me
malísimo
pasó
porque el
igual.
correo está bien arriba.
Okay, so you know what? Let me take this out. I'll take everything out. Let's take everything out, okay? Vamos a borrar todo. Ya, para comenzar fresh from zero. So can you please fill it out again? I'm sorry. You know what happened? Maybe I was trying to filter the information like from the last names like A to Z, and maybe I took the information wrong, and this is why it might be like everything mixed. So if you can fill it out just like this. This is my last name, my first name. I don't have an university mail because I'm not a student anymore, but this is my personal mail, phone number, Academia de Idiomas, and this is my role, okay? So can you please fill it out? Thank you. And I will not touch it. No lo voy a ordenar ya, ni lo voy a filtrar. So I will not like confuse any names. So this is, how can you access this? Through the link. Usted hace clic en el enlace que le comparto y esto ya tiene acceso de edición para que usted pueda escribir. Okay, this is how I work. Okay, good. So while you keep filling this out, let me show you Moodle again. Let's go back to Moodle. And let's like summarize what we were doing last week. So last week, I started by explaining everything about Alticia, about the platform, about class activities are always going to be uploaded on Moodle. Usted va a ver siempre aquí class activities week number 1. Cuando estemos week number 2, va a haber class activities week number 2. This is how you can join the group, the WhatsApp group. And this is what we were doing last week. We started by working on unit 1A. We were like kind of going through very basic information, like personal information questions, some grammar. How do you write questions in English? What is the structure? Something about numbers, about the alphabet, about sounds. Okay, this is what we did. And then again, class activities week number 1. So what you will find on class activities, my slides, okay? Usually every week I share my slides with you, right? I prepare slides for my students. So every week we use the slides just to practice, and then we come here to do the activities as quizzes. En las diapositivas siempre están las prácticas para que nosotros podamos revisar, podamos verificar, esclarecer dudas, etcétera. Todos colaboramos, you have access. And then by the time we come here, those practices are quizzes, ¿ok? En Moodle, todas las actividades son quizzes y tienen tiempo, ¿ok? No es que usted tiene ahí toda la vida para hacerlo. No. So every single activity has a specific amount of time. Mire, le enseño. Por si acaso esta es su primera vez en Moodle. Cada vez que usted ve una actividad, so this is the name of the activity, and this is how many chances do you have, okay? I always give you 2 chances, 2 opportunities, and there is a specific amount of time. Para esta actividad, el tiempo permitido, intentos 2 y límite de tiempo 5 minutos, okay? That's why we tried this first on the slides, and then by the time we come here, everything is quick. This is something that we already did last week. This is about descriptions. Okay, now let me show you my slides again. This is how we are going to start, okay? So this is week number 2. Y esto es lo que yo les comparto todas las semanas. Le pongo week number 2, week number 3. Cada semana yo comparto el material de la clase, okay? And this is where you will find all the activities, okay? Esto de aquí también le comparto el acceso. ¿Por dónde comparto los accesos? Por el Zoom chat, ¿ya? ¿Por qué? Porque ese es el medio que tenemos para que todos nos podamos comunicar a través de la videollamada, ¿ya? So I think this is very, very effective. Créanme que es muy efectivo. Me ha funcionado sumamente bien con todos mis estudiantes. Es por eso que cada curso yo trato de ir mejorando estas presentaciones, ¿no? Añadiendo recursos, añadiendo prácticas. En las diapositivas usted va a encontrar enlaces también. Por ejemplo, esta. Usted va a ver que aquí al lado dice Practice 1, Practice 2. Eso significa que si usted hace clic aquí, aquí se va a habilitar otro enlace. Y son enlaces adicionales para práctica adicional, que usualmente lo hacemos en clase, ¿ok? Algo importantísimo that I did not mention, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of information, es my attendance, ¿ok? La asistencia. Supremamente importante. Like everything is important, but this is also important. This is where I have all my students' names, okay? They should be in alphabetical order already because I took this from Moodle. Aquí están todos los estudiantes. And every week when we start a class, I start calling you, right? Le digo, por ejemplo, Ruth, is Ruth here? And if Ruth is here, she should be able to listen to me, right? Ella me va a escuchar and she will say, present, miss, I'm here, Ruth. If she's not here, si ella no está aquí, yo no voy a marcar el casillero. Este es un formato de asistencia muy inteligente. Aquí el formato de asistencia ya está totalmente configurado para que cada semana usted vea aquí. Este es el curso, los estudiantes, correos. Week number 1, week number 2, week number 3, y aquí es donde vamos a ver todas las semanas. Entonces, todo está ya sumamente organizado, ¿ya? Hasta el final de la semana, al final del curso, perdón. Este formato tiene una virtud que permite ir contabilizando el número de horas asistidas y las faltantes. Usted va a ver que las faltantes aquí son muchas porque obviamente estamos recién comenzando, ¿no es cierto? Y a medida que vamos tomando las asistencias cada semana, el formato permite recabar esa información de manera porcentual. Entonces aquí usted va viendo al final cuál es el porcentaje de su asistencia. Obviamente usted va a ver un número chiquito aquí y dice, ay, pero ¿por qué tengo 10, 6? Porque esta es la segunda semana. ¿Ok? Valeria, cuénteme.
Miss, en mi caso justamente estuve hablando de este tema con
Ajá.
el encargado de esto de las asistencias, Alfredo creo que se llama. Bueno, la cuestión es que él me dijo, yo recién entro esta semana
Ujú.
porque recién la semana pasada me dieron las notas del
Ok.
segundo módulo. Entonces él me dijo que estaría justificado la semana anterior.
Bueno, las reglas para nosotros son que las faltas, ninguna son justificadas. O sea, aquí no hay como justificación de faltas. Sin embargo, voy a consultar, ¿ok? Voy a consultar. Lo que yo hago es, realmente la única persona que puede como que justificar es solamente el docente, pero hay casos y casos, ¿no? Usualmente cuando los estudiantes tienen este tipo de situaciones, pues ya eso es criterio del docente. Entonces voy a consultar su caso y si es que realmente pues el inconveniente fue por el tema de las notas o algo que pues ya se salió de su control,
Claro,
no
sí,
lo
pues
puedo, claro, claro, eso ya ahí sí es completamente criterio del maestro. Ajá,
ya. Gracias.
gracias. Ruth,
Me,
Gregory,
en marzo 16 yo sí
ajá,
estuve
ok,
conectado,
ok.
pero ahí no tengo.
Gregory, what is your last name? Coloma, right? Ok. Por eso yo las asistencias, este formato, cuando lo tomo, siempre lo comparto en pantalla. Ya, eso es algo que también me he dado cuenta que es muy efectivo. En algunos casos los docentes nunca comparten esto, ¿no? Esto es algo común. Pero realmente es algo que tiene que compartirse porque, como usted puede observar, si hay alguna corrección que se deba hacer, pues se la hace en el momento porque las semanas continúan y luego pues esto queda así y cada vez que usted aparece aquí, como que este casillero en blanco no estuvo, o sea, automáticamente es una ausencia. Entonces, es importante que yo lo comparta, que usted lo vea y me diga, no, Miss, pero yo sí estuve. Entonces, por eso yo al final de la clase también tomo una captura. Entonces, ese es como mi backup adicional. Ruth, perfecto, ya está ahí Ruth. I'm sorry. It's gonna
Sí,
take time today.
también el día sábado yo también estoy en clase, usted también al final tomó la captura y me sale que
Okay,
no.
okay, okay, Ruth, don't worry. Okay, ajá.
Disculpe, ¿será que yo podría apagar la cámara? Es que estoy un poquito mal de los ojos, no sé si lo nota,
Sí, 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 está bien, Ruth.
no sé si podría tener apagada la cámara, pero sí estoy en clase de todas
Okay,
formas.
okay,
Sí,
thank you,
muchas
Ruth. Don't worry. Okay, so Gregory's
Y
here, and I'll try to go like
mi,
quickly. Yes.
yo también estuve el 17 el domingo pasado, porque yo ingresé recién ese día.
Okay, okay. So what's your name again?
Soy Parra Sánchez,
Okay, déjeme ponerle su nombre, ¿ya? ¿Cuál es el primer nombre?
Sandra Pamela.
Sandra. Sandra Parra, right? Ya. Déjeme colocarlo en Zoom porque no me salía su nombre. Okay, Sandra. Okay, Parra. Just give me one moment, Sandra. Okay. ¿Alguien más que tenga alguna observación? Él sí.
Yo,
Oh,
yo a
Gabriela.
la Gabriela, yo sí estuve el sábado y domingo.
Ok. Ok. Ya listo. Ok. Listo. ¿Alguien más? Él sí. ¿No?
Sí, Miss, yo recién me incorporé el día jueves, incluso estuve preguntando en el grupo y me dijeron que la falta era justificada, porque yo ingresé tarde porque justo la semana pasada terminé exámenes del anterior módulo.
Ok.
Sí,
Pero sí le puse la asistencia. Déjeme ver. Montenegro, Montenegro, Montenegro. Sí tiene todo. Ajá. Por eso estamos compartiéndolo, para que todo esto quede así sumamente claro. Ahora, si usted no está de aquí en adelante, pues ya ahí sí ya no cuenta, ¿no?
No, me refería a Mero. Ah,
Él sí, ok, mero.
Ajá,
Ajá, dígame.
que yo me acabo de reincorporar. Porque, o sea, el día miércoles recién ingresé al curso y me dijeron, el Licen Gutiérrez me dijo de que la falta era justificada porque yo recién terminé los exámenes del módulo 2
Ok,
la semana pasada.
ok, perfecto. No hay problema. No hay problema. Ok, lo corregimos en este instante para que no quede esto como que, uy, yo le dije a la Miss se olvidó. Yo lo hago en el
Justamente,
momento.
justamente así mismo es mi caso. O sea, las dos,
Valeria.
así mismo terminamos
Ok,
el mismo curso ayer.
el nivel 2.
Ah, sí, el nivel 2.
Ok, listo, listo.
Licen, buenos días. Yo también me conecté el domingo por
Andrea,
la cuestión de que el sábado yo no había cancelado y el licenciado Gutiérrez me dijo que esa falta iba justificada. Andrea Pita.
ok, I got it. ¿Ya? Hasta ahí
Gracias.
estamos, ¿no es cierto? Ya aquí sí, las otras personas pues que no están aquí, ya no les podemos preguntar. Pero igual, I mean, let me keep calling, okay? Calling everyone. Hilda Espejo.
Hi,
No.
Miss Present.
Oh, hi. Oh, okay. Mireli, okay. Do I want you to and do you like to, I mean, me to call you Mireli or Hilda? I mean, what do you like?
Absolutely,
Mireli.
Mireli.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is something I usually ask.
Doesn't say.
Okay. It doesn't ring a bell. Okay, Jocelyn, Natalie
Hi,
Guillén.
Miss Present.
Hi. Jocelyn Hidalgo. Okay. Leonardo Torres. I think he's not here, right? Elsie is here. Let me see. Melissa Montenegro is here. César Murillo. César Enrique.
Present.
Okay. Hi, César. Ariana Ochoa.
Hi, Miss Present.
Hi, Ariana. Okay. Reina. Sandra. Sandra Parra was here, right? Because she was talking.
Lesson me.
Okay. Okay, there you are. Okay, Kyla and Andrea. Kyla. Hi, Kyla. Andreita. Andrea del Rocio. I think she's here, right?
Present.
Okay, there you are. Samuel. Valeria.
Present.
Samuelito. Okay. Valeria.
Present.
Okay. Valeria and Gaby. Walter.
Present.
Okay, that's Walter. Valeria. Domenica. Wala. No. Okay.
Present.
Oh, there you are. Thank you. That's Valeria. Okay. Domenica Viteri.
Present, Miss.
Okay. Hi, Domenica. Camila Viteri is not here. Nicole Vivero is here. I saw Nicole from the very beginning. And Justin. Is Justin here?
Present, Miss, por si acaso puede enviar el link de donde nosotros estamos ubicando nuestros datos por aquí al grupo.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna
Thank
send
you.
it right now. So let me share that again. Okay. When it's about like personal information, I usually do not share that on WhatsApp. You know that it's personal information is something that we really have to take care. So usually if it's not related to personal information, I will share that on WhatsApp. But if it has your personal information, I cannot, okay? So let's keep going. So everybody has access to the slides, right? Everybody can work on the slides, and this is where we're gonna start. We're gonna start right here. Okay, this is week number 2 again, okay? So we're gonna talk about descriptions, okay? What do you know about descriptions? What can you tell me if I ask you to describe people? How do they look like? Because you might know something, and I mean, some of the words. Usually we describe, what can we describe about physical information or physical features or like facial features? What can we tell about people? What can we describe? Anyone? Valeria, Domenica, Justin? Adrian, Melissa? How do you usually describe someone's physical appearance? And here we have different people. We might say that,
I think
oh,
first of all, the hair,
okay, good, hair, excellent.
Yeah.
What else?
the eyes,
Eyes. If it's big or not too big, long, right? What else? The face shape, right? The skin tone, that would be like physical description, right? What about this girl? Can we describe her? Let me see, let me show you who, because we have a lot of people in here. Wait. There you go. How can you describe her? If you can. What can we tell about this girl? How does she look like? Andreita, Ariana. About her physical description, about her hair and eyes. Is her hair?
Has a straight blonde hair.
Okay, straight blonde hair. Good. Anything else? What about this guy? What can we tell about him? Mireli, Justin, Melissa, Cesar. Okay, don't worry. This is my job. I'm gonna explain how can you describe someone by the way they look physically. So there's two kinds of description. We might describe people by the way they look like, right? Their physical appearance or their personality, okay? Just by looking at them, you know, their physical information might be related to hair, right? I might say that my hair is dark and long, right? Color of my eyes, brown, right? Small nose, big smile. So this is how you can describe someone's physical appearance, right? Light skin, not too light, like medium light, right? Skin tone, color of my hair, brown, okay? So this is physical description. Now, when we ask this question, how do they look like? How do you look like? It's about physical information. Now, let me show you something else. So if you want to use words to describe people, these are some of the words we can use. If we want to describe people's height, we might say that someone is tall, right? It might be tall. Let me see. Someone might be tall or medium height, si no es tan alto, or short, si es bajito, okay? So I'm short, I'm really short, okay? Weight, about the weight, we might say that someone is fat, but fat to me is very offensive, right? Yo creo que si uno le dice a alguien, está gorda o tú luces gorda, I think it's too offensive, right? So instead of fat, there's another word called overweighted. Overweight es como pasadito de peso, ¿ya? Pero no ofensivo, right? But there is the word fat, fit, esa gente que va al gimnasio, que está super fit, or thin, delgado, okay? We might use ages. We might say that someone looks old, si está viejito, middle age, si está como on their 30s or 40s, that might be middle age. Or young, if we're talking about children, right? We could use these words to describe the face, I mean, the shape of your face. Your face might be round, might be long, might be oval. People sometimes wear a mustache, or they can use a beard, right? It might be a beard, yeah. About hair, hair might be brown, might be dark if it's black, might be red, or might be fair or blonde. Si tuviésemos el cabello amarillo, right? Blonde. Hair can be spiky, cuando usted se pone gel y se le hace así como puntudito. That's spiky. Curly, rizadito. Wavy and curly, not the same. Wavy es como bien rizado. And wavy and curly, bien rizadito, ¿no? Wavy como cuando tiene onditas nada más, estas ondas, ¿no? Ondulado. That's how we call it in Spanish. Or straight, cuando se lo planchan, ¿no? Que queda straight. Ajá. And people could be bald, si no tienen cabello, they can be bald. Or what about eyes? Eyes can be brown, green, blue, they can be small, they can be big. So these are the words we could use to describe people's physical appearance, okay? So this is actually the first practice, okay? We're gonna try to describe these three ladies. So how can we describe this one, for example, the first one? What about her? Anyone? A ver, ¿quién me ayuda? ¿Quién me ayuda?
Hair curly.
Okay, okay. Curly. Is it short or long? Short hair or long hair?
Short hair.
Okay, short and dark hair. Good. Anything else?
Well, I see that she got a big mouth.
Big mouth, big smile, like thick lips, right? Okay. What about her skin tone? Skin tone might be light, si es como claro. It might be dark, si fuera más oscurita, right? We can use the words, right? To describe the skin
She
tone.
looks like white.
She looks very pale, right? Como pálida. I know. What about the second lady? Okay, ¿quién más me ayuda? ¿Quién más? Let me see. Uy. What about the second lady? What about this lady? Okay, who wants to try? What about her? Jocelyn. Let's go. Try.
She has long hair,
Good.
black hair.
Good. Long and black hair. Anything else? Her eyes.
Curly? Curly? No.
It's not really curly. What was the other word instead of curly?
Wavy.
Wavy. Like long, wavy, dark hair, right? Porque es largo. Anything else? What about her face? Her eyes? Yeah, go. Her lips, her nose.
He has black eyes.
Dark eyes. Ajá. She's got dark eyes, porque no son azules, ¿no? Dark eyes. Long face. Sí ve que la carita de ella es así como larguita. Like long face. She's light. Es como blanquita también, right? Light skin. Okay, so that's lady number 2. What about lady number 3? What can we tell about this girl? Melissa, go. Brian, go. Ajá.
She has a blonde hair. She dresses a sweater.
Ajá, she's wearing a sweater. Good.
And she has short hair.
Short blonde hair, right? Short and blonde. Is it straight or curvy?
Curvy.
So she's got short, blonde,
Hair.
curvy hair, right? Good. Anything else about her eyes, her nose? Is she smiling, not smiling?
She's not smiling.
She's not smiling. I mean, number 1 has a big smile, right? Like this. But number 3, she's like this. like this, right? She's not smiling, okay? So that will be the first practice. We're gonna listen to someone describing his girlfriend. So whoever, I mean, we have to listen to the description, and the description that matches one of these three ladies, that will be the one we have to select. It might be lady number 1, lady number 2, or lady number 3. Okay, and to do this, I don't have the audios on the slides, but I usually have my audios on Moodle. Okay, entonces aquí nos vamos a la plataforma. I think there's a lot of people who already tried this. Ok, aquí es donde yo puedo ver si usted ya lo intentó, donde dice intentos. 20. So there's some people who already tried this. But we're going to do it again. Don't worry. So let's listen.
1.9. Tell me about Molly. What does she look like?
She's quite tall and she has short dark hair. It's very curly and she has brown eyes and a beautiful smile.
Aww. And what's she like?
She's really nice, very friendly and extrovert. She's got lots of friends. I'm sure you're going to like her.
Okay. So who is it? Number 1, 2, or 3? According to his
1.
description.
1.
How do you know it's number 1?
Sí, pero no hay nada publicado el 23 solo.
Ajá. Gregory, how do you know it's number 1? What is it different from the other ladies?
Because she's smiling.
Aha, because she has a big smile. Good. Anything else?
Short hair.
He said she's got dark, short, and what else? Curly, right? Long, black, curly, long, short, black, curly hair, and a big smile. And the other 2 girls are not smiling, and they don't have, one has dark hair, but it's long, and the other girl has short hair, but it's blonde, so it's not black. So in here, you only have to select the number. So if it's number 1, you click in here, there's gonna be 3 numbers, 3 choices. 3, 1, or 2, and it's actually number 1. And that's it. Eso es todo lo que tenía que hacer aquí. Just click on one number. And this is what they already did. I think we did this last week, right? Okay, but anyhow, it was important to go back again and try again. Okay, before we keep going, let's go back to the slides. Usted en su laptop, en la PC, donde sea que usted esté trabajando, usted debe tener 2 cosas. Debe tener siempre las diapositivas y la plataforma. Las diapositivas y la plataforma. Porque así es como vamos a ir. Así como que tas. And this is how we're going to keep like working all the activities. Sometimes we might do the practices on Moodle, sometimes on the slides. And this is where I want you to help me and to participate, okay? So when you ask how someone looks like, we're talking about the physical appearance. And we asking about their personality, we use another question. What does she look like? Physical. What is she like? That's about her personality. So what did he say about his girlfriend? About the way, how she is. He was very, very clear in something. She has a big smile. What kind of information she mentioned about her personality? Anyone? Domenica? Adriana?
They say that she got a lot of friends.
He said, oh, she's very nice. She has a lot of friends. She's very friendly. So that's her personality. We're not talking about how physically she looks like, but what she like, personality. Okay, so there's two different questions for 2 different types of description. Okay, what about this? Okay, this is what I want you to help me. A ver, aquí. Now you are going to describe them. Okay, let me see. Let me take this out. And let me take this out. And this is where I want you to, but before we practice this, let me show you these links. Okay. I'm gonna share the links with you. Ya les voy a explicar esto de los links adicionales. I usually share the links on the chat. Este no es el slide, este es el enlace que usted ve en la diapositiva, ¿ok? Donde dice practice number 1, practice number 2. This is what I usually share with you. I share the link so you can access this. This is called Word Wall, ¿ok? Word Wall es una aplicación súper chévere para aprender inglés o muchas cosas aparte de inglés. So you might find like thousands of different topics, okay? Usually I use it a lot. I really like this because this is like really easy to practice. So what about this? We're gonna look and click on the right description. What about this girl? What could be the right description to the way she looks like? Wavy short hair, curly long hair, wavy long, straight short, or long dark hair.
Straight long hair?
Wavy,
Wavy long hair.
wavy long hair.
Es wavy, right? Porque no está como planchado así, ni tampoco it's not curly, right? It's like wavy, I think. Que tiene como unas onditas, right? So that would be, which one? Long, dark, wavy short, or wavy long?
Sí.
Sí.
Sí, right? Good. So that's the right description to the way she looks like. What about this lady? Curly, long, fair, short. What do you think?
Short hair.
Short hair. I guess.
Short, just short, right? They don't mention anything about the color, but we know it's short. What about these eyes?
Blue eyes.
Blue eyes. Blue eyes, that's it, right? Okay, one more. What about this girl? Her face shape. Is it long?
Oval face.
Oval face.
Oh, according to them, it's not oval, but kind of round. But oval was fine, I think, right? Oval or round. Okay. What about this woman?
Tall.
Very tall, right? Very tall. Altísima. Okay. What about this guy? Wavy and dark, short and fair, long and dark, curly and dark. What do you think? What could be the right description?
Short and dark.
Short and dark.
Short and dark.
Ok, short and dark. Lo que usualmente les pido es que así como yo estoy compartiendo, que usted tome el enlace y usted abra una ventana en su computador y usted también vaya haciendo la práctica. Porque qué aburrido que yo solamente le muestre y usted esté así mirando. No. So I usually ask my students to grab the link and then open the link in a new window and then so you can do the practice on your own too, right? So what about these eyes?
Brown eyes.
Brown eyes. Good. What about, so we have one more. What about this boy?
Blonde. Fair.
Blonde, blonde, fair hair. Fair es como claro también, ¿no? It could be like, blonde hair could be like not too blonde, like medium blonde, but this is like fair, it's like very blonde, como muy, muy claro, right? So that is the first practice, but let me see. There's one more. If you check on my slides, I think there's a practice number 2. Yo siempre le pongo ahí practice 1, practice 2. So you can open them from your computer. And usually I share this with you on the Zoom chat. Okay? Todo lo comparto aquí por el chat. Okay, this is the second practice. Okay? Now, let me show you the second practice. Okay, what about this? This is more descriptions. What about this girl?
Curly hair.
Curly, she's
She's got Curly. Very curly, right? Good. One more. She has this on her teeth, right? How do you call this? Les enseño, ¿ya? Freckles son las pequitas. Hay personas que tienen pecas en la cara, ¿no? That's called freckles. Glasses is this, right? Glasses. Braces es esto que se coloca aquí para moldear la sonrisa. That's kind of an odontological treatment. And that's called braces. Ajá, braces. Ajá, that's it. And fringe, you know what is fringe? A ver si alguien tiene fringe. Fringe es cuando las personas se dejan el cabello aquí cortito delante. ¿Cómo te llamamos a eso?
Cerquillo.
Cerquillo. In English, that's called fringe. But in this case, is it A, B, C, or D?
Sí.
C, right? Braces. Okay. One more. See, what about this baby? This is funny.
Got blonde hair. Sí.
He has got red hair, blonde hair, right? Very blonde. Okay. And very spiky. What about this bird?
He has got a beard, letter
A
B.
bear, right? B, right? And it's actually a blonde bear, porque el cabello es claro. Okay, there might be a dark bear, but this is blonde bear. What about this? This girl. What do you think?
Letter D.
He has got short hair.
Short hair. Good. Short hair. Excellent. And one more.
Now he has got a fringe, letter
She's
E.
got a fringe. Fringe es el cerquillito, ¿no? Okay. Because we might, what if you find someone with a fringe and you don't know how to describe it, right? What about this guy?
He has got
Letter B. He has got glasses.
Glasses. Okay, he's wearing glasses. Good. Okay, and what about this?
She has got freckles, letter E.
Freckles. Freckles son esto, ¿no? Las pequitas. Ajá, no todas las personas tenemos, pero algunas sí tenemos. Okay, what about this? Hair.
Letter C, gray hair.
Gray hair. Si ven que no es como amarillo, es like gray, right? Es como una tonalidad blonde, but gray. Pero más gray que blonde. And what about this?
So he has got a
He has
mustache.
got
Letter A.
So mustache, el bigotito. And that's it. So these are like more descriptions. Now that we have been practicing with this word wall activity, now I want you to help me. Okay, now, how can you describe these people? You can choose one. No le voy a decir, a ver, y fulano va a ser este. No, that's up to you. Ya somos grandes. You choose one. You might choose how you can add a description here. So you can add a line. Let me see. You can use lines or arrows. Digamos que usted usa un arrow. Entonces de aquí usted saca una flechita. If you're going to describe this lady, and then you open a text box like this, usted abre aquí una cajita, and in here you can write. You can make the letters smaller, usted hace la letra más chiquita, and then you can write. So you choose one. It's up to you. Usted elige. If you want to choose the one with the glasses, the one with the blonde hair, short hair. Okay, you choose one. And then I want you to describe it. You might use this. You might use in here. And this is how we're using arrows just to. How can you add a text box? Usted hace un clic aquí donde dice text box, donde el cuadrito de diálogo. Y usted hace así en el signo de más. And this is how you can write. Y si ve que usted tiene aquí todas las opciones en las diapositivas. Tiene opción para hacer la letra más grande, más chiquita. Esa letra me parece fea, yo le quiero cambiar la letra porque yo quiero usar comic.
Miss, pero solo se puede ver, no puedo editar.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm sorry. Perdón. That's my bad. Okay, no les he dado el acceso.
Miss, a mí también me pasa lo mismo en el anterior, en el que había que colocar nuestros datos personales. No lo puedo editar.
Ah, ok. Usualmente a veces yo le quito el acceso cuando es información delicada. no le permito que todo el mundo esté cambiando, ¿no? Ok, las diapositivas ya están. So if you need to access the slides now, if you press F5, siempre presionemos F5. Si usted presiona F5, eso como que se reloads, es como que se carga. And then now you'll be able to write. Okay, and now let me check the other document, the one with the personal information. Yo creo que ya lo cerré. Okay, let me open it again. And let me see if the access is given already. Oh, el de la información personal sí está editable. Solo tiene que refrescar la página. And then you'll be able to write. Okay, good. This that says practice, esto no lo vamos a mover. Esto lo vamos a dejar aquí, las prácticas. Okay. Esto lo vamos a dejar aquí a un ladito. Okay. Okay. There you go. Solamente hay que tener cuidado en no mover. Por ejemplo, la imagen que está de fondo, hay que tener cuidado de no moverla. Solamente añadimos el cuadrito de texto and then you can write. That's it. Usually I ask you to make the font smaller. Aquí puede hacer la letra más chiquita. Si ve donde dice 18 y usted le ponen el menos, se hace más chiquita. Si le ponen el más, se hace más grande. Si la quiere hacer bold, le pone aquí. Si le quiere cambiar el color, uy, no me gusta, quiero escribir rosadito, no sé. Entonces usted le cambia el color. And that's it. Si quiere,
Miss,
enmarcar el cuadrito, también lo pueden marcar. Y aquí en las líneas, le da un marquito. Ajá.
Miss,
Yes.
creo que en compañeros, o sea, yo
Ajá.
tenemos diapositivas diferentes, creo, porque lo que están editando ahí no no lo veo acá y acá estamos editando también en la otra diapositiva.
This slide, this one.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? Let me share again the access to these slides. Okay, vamos a compartir de nuevo el acceso a las que estamos editando ahorita, ¿ya? Puede ser que por ahí estamos trabajando en otro. Le voy a compartir este de las que estamos ahorita. Okay, there you go. And then let me know, please, César, if you can see it now. Okay.
Sí, Miss,
Yo
porque ya...
estaba editando en la primera diapositiva que enviaron desde la primera semana.
Oh, okay.
Entonces, no sé en cuál estamos trabajando ahorita.
No, es en la que les acabo de compartir el enlace aquí en el Zoom chat. La última, esta. Ajá. Ok. Okay. And don't forget, please, your names. Ariana, excellent. Can you read your description, Ariana?
She has wavy brown hair. She uses glasses and has a big smile. Her skin is middle dark and has thin eyebrows.
Good. Excellent. So that's a very accurate description. She's describing hair, eyes, skin tone, and even her eyebrows. Eyebrows es esto, las cejas. Hay personas que tienen las cejas más finitas, hay personas que tienen las cejas más gruesas. So when you're saying thick or thin son delgadas, right? Porque es delgadito. And thick es cuando son bien grandes, ¿no? Bien tupidas. What about this girl? The one with the blue hair. A light blue hair. Okay, good. Thank you, Ariana. What about this guy? If I click on slideshow, we can see this bigger, right? But if I leave it like this, I can see Cesar writing and let me see Samuel writing. Thank you, Samuel. Okay, but we're missing people. Let me see. We're missing this lady. What about her? What about this boy? What about this other guy? We're missing him. What about this girl, the one with the orange hair? Por eso le hacemos una flechita para saber que estamos describiendo a esta persona. And don't worry, I have more people. So if you go to the to the next slide, in here we have more people. So you can choose Fernando, Luna, Owen, Elena, Fernanda, Luke, Cynthia, Caleb, Nathan, Soledad, Ian, or Emilia. And you can add a description about their physical appearance, okay? So if you don't want to use any of these people, you can use these people, okay? And I want you to tell me if they're using glasses, if the color of the hair, if it's short or long, if it's wavy, if it's straight, light skin, if they're bold, everything, okay? As much information as you can. Mientras usted sea mucho más específico, su descripción va a ser mucho mejor. And this is really useful, right? In Spanish, we always describing things, right? This is round and blue and heavy. So describing lets you know how much words or how many words can you really use in another language. Good. Okay. Fernanda. And don't forget to add your name, okay? And for me, this is class participation. So we can participate in class in two different ways. You can participate by activating your audio, right? And this is another kind of participation through the slides. Esto sí les quiero también comentar. Para mí es muy importante la participación cuando usted activa su audio, ¿no? Cuando usted activa su audio y usted comparte ideas, comparte, ¿no? Y este tipo de participación es una participación interactiva, digital, pero también es muy importante, porque aquí la participación se evidencia. Cuando yo le digo a usted, write your name, usted deja ahí su evidencia. So, this description was given by Janet. Ok, so yo sé que Janet, esa clase, ese momento, ella trabajó en clase, ella participó, porque ahí está su respuesta, su descripción y su nombre. Entonces yo tomo en cuenta esos dos tipos de participación, por si acaso. Se lo dejo saber ahora, para que diga, uy, no, y la mía me puso sumamente bajo en la participación, pero yo siempre hacía. So what's your evidence? This is your evidence. Si yo aquí nunca veo su nombre, nunca vi que nunca escribió nada. Oh, entonces realmente pues no estaba participando tanto, right? Yo creo que es justo, ¿no? Vamos a tener dos tipos, siempre tengo dos tipos de participación. Porque activando el audio no queda un registro, ¿no? Solamente el video, pero no vamos a estar revisando 4 horas de video, right? But this is something I can do very, very quickly. I can see that, okay, Ariana, this is, let me see, Samuel, okay, Ariana. So do not forget your name. Nunca se olviden de colocar el nombre. Mireli, good. Aquí está Mireli, Samuel, Ariana, Doménica, good. Aquí también le puede poner su nombre. Natalie, good. Samuel, again, thank you. And this is how you can keep going. Let me see. What about Fernando? What about Luna? Nobody has described Luna. Or Owen. Falta Owen aquí, ¿sí ven? Nadie lo ha descrito. Owen. Ian, nos falta Ian. Ian, aquí también le podemos hacer un cuadrito. Soledad, we're missing Soledad. The blonde lady. I know the space is not too big, right? El espacio es pequeño. But since we can move things, we can also add an arrow and then. Okay, good. Nicole, can you read your description? This is Nicole's description. Can you read it?
Miss,
Ajá. Domenica.
a question. How do they describe the sky color that is here on the image?
The skin color.
Yes.
Okay, skin, we might say that the skin is light. I'm gonna write it here. Light skin es la piel como clara, ¿no? Light. No sé si ustedes se han fijado cuando ustedes compran el maquillaje. The ladies, right? When you're buying the foundation, siempre tiene estos nombres en inglés. No sé si se han fijado. Light skin or medium light. Medium light es como que ya medianamente clara, ¿no? No tan blanca. Medium light skin. Or we can say dark skin. Si es un poquito más oscurita, dark. A medium light or light. Como para no confundirnos tanto. Ya, ahí está. Light skin, medium light skin, or dark skin. Ya, y ahí tenemos skin tones o tonos de piel. Vamos a llamarle así. Skin tones. Y aquí le voy a...
También sabía que se decía fair.
Fair, fair también. Sí lo he visto en los maquillajes. ¿Se han fijado en los maquillajes? Yo siempre me fijo. How do they describe the different skin tones, right? Porque pues hay muchos tonos, muchas tonalidades. Pero generalmente pues los maquillajes siempre les dan como estos nombres, ¿no? Como para que usted diga, esta es más clara, this is not the skin tones. Or fair skin. Fair también es como clara, como piel clara. Espérenme. And fair. Fair skin. Okay, sí. It's valid, completely valid. Okay. So you can have like more options to describe skin. Good. Thank you, Jocelyn. Can you read your description?
Yeah, Soledad has a big smile. Her hair is long blonde. Her skin is light and her eyes are blue.
Excellent. Excellent, Soledad. Okay, that's Jocelyn. Natalie, can you read Fernanda's description?
Fernanda has long brown hair. Her eyes are brown. She has a necklace. She is smiling and she looks happy.
Okay, good. Good. What about, let me see, Samuel, can you read your description about Nathan?
He has short and blonde hair.
Uy, someone. I think, can you put it back? I think someone is like moving the slides. Okay, there you go. Let me see. Vero, where is Veronica? Veronica? Do you move the slides? Vero? I mean, there's a Veronica like moving everything. Okay, there you go. Please don't move it. If you want to add another slide, se lo puede copiar aquí, si desean. Por ejemplo, usted ve la diapositiva aquí, ¿no es cierto? Si usted se fija entre cada diapositiva, si usted hace clic ahí, se hace como una línea. Aquí usted puede copiar. Digamos que usted quiera copiar algo que usted lo hizo en otra diapositiva, lo puede copiar aquí. Pone control V y lo pega. Ajá. So you don't touch like, I mean, your classmate descriptions. Okay. Good. I'm sorry, Samuel. I think it's back. Okay. Can you put it back? Creo que alguien lo está moviendo de nuevo. Okay. Don't move it. Trate eso sí de no mover nada. Because if you move it, you're taking everything away. Whatever your classmates are doing. Who is Veronica? Melissa, Domenica. Valeria. Puede poner control Z. Si usted pone control Z, eso se reversa. Pero yo no lo puedo reversar porque yo no hice el cambio. Solamente la misma persona que hizo el cambio es la que puede poner control Z y se regresa. Ajá. Ok. Eso sí, tratemos de no moverlo, ¿ya? Solamente usted escriba, nada más. No mueva nada. Okay, don't worry, don't worry. This is the first practices. At the beginning, it might be difficult, but then you'll get used to this. Okay, now let's go back to Moodle. Vamos a regresar a la plataforma. Let's go back. And let's do the quizzes, okay? Now that we practice, we're gonna start working on Moodle. So, just give me one moment. Let me open, this is 1B, right? Just give me one moment. Let me open all the quizzes because they were closed. We're gonna work on this now. Okay, once I click on show, then you'll be able to do them. But we're gonna go little by little. Okay, so now if you press F5, you'll be able to see everything, okay? So now let's go to Vocabulary Bank 1A, okay? So this is Unit 1B and this is Vocabulary Bank 1A. Okay, let's go. What about these people? So we have to match the sentence and the pictures. So we have different people, different descriptions, and this is where the picture is and the number, and we have to match by using the number on the right written description. So what about the first one? She has curly red hair. Which number could it be?
Two. I mean two.
Number
Number
two,
two.
right? Number two. Curly and red hair. Good, Cesar. Domenica. She has long straight hair. So which number? Long straight hair. What do you think?
Number 3.
Number 3, right? Do you agree? I think it is, right? She has big blue eyes. Ariana, Natalie.
One.
Number 1, excellent. Big blue eyes. She has dark and wavy hair. Sandrita, number 6. Okay, okay, thank you.
Miss, una
Yes,
consulta.
of course.
De ahí es, la actividad no me parece.
Press F5, presiona F5 y ahí se va a cargar nuevamente la plataforma. Las actividades estaban cerradas, pero ya las abrí. So you'll be able to see it if you press F5. Ajá.
Ok, esa actividad es la...
This is 1A, Vocabulary Bank 1A. And
Okay.
this is Unit 1B. Don't worry. He has a beard and a mustache. So which
5.
number?
5.
Number 5, good. A beard and a mustache. So you only have to just drag the number and then place it on the right description. Sandrita, he's bold. Who's bold?
4.
Number?
Number 4.
Number 4. Bold people who has no hair. Bold. He's very tall and thin.
7. 7.
Very tall. 7, right? And thin. What about quite short and a bit overweight? Para no
9.
decir fat. Eso de fat
Number 9.
9. A bit overweight. Está un poquito gordito. Ya, con cariño. His medium height and quite slim.
8.
8. And that's it. So we're matching people's picture with the description. Now, this is what I usually do every time. Cada vez que terminamos de trabajar un quiz, yo voy a hacer esto. Les digo de una vez, this is how I control my students and I monitor my students' work on Moodle, okay? So I go here on results and then this is where I'm able to see everyone's attempts. Aquí yo veo que ya César intentó una vez. ¿Cuánto sacó César? César intentó de nuevo. César se dio cuenta del error, right? We can go on revisión de intento or check attempt. And this is where we can see, oh, that was the mistake. Okay, so César tried again. Aquí puedo ver todo. So this is where I monitor. And then I can see that César tried again and then he improved his grade. And this is class participation too. Samuel is trying now. Ariana, Elsie, Ruth, Hilda, Valeria, Justin, and Nicole. Y si yo presiono otra vez F5, yo siempre estoy presionando F5. I can see that some of you already finished, right? Samuel is finished, Ariana finished, and this is their grade, okay? I can see that Valeria is trying now, Justin is trying, good. Sandra, Natalie, and Melissa, okay? Aquí es donde yo a esto le llamo modo policía, police mode, because this is where I make sure that you're actually doing all the quizzes. Ahora, si usted está en clase y usted me va siguiendo, ¿no? Y vamos todos juntos, todos deberíamos estar ahí aquí. Porque si usted se le pasa y usted, ay, eso está ahí, pero no está, ¿no? Está con la cámara apagada y se va y regresa. Uy, Dios mío, ya van por el otro quiz. Y ya se le queda a usted. You might forget. Y se le puede quedar. Y ahí se quedó. Y ahí le quedó. So, that's why I always go back and check. Okay? Now, let's keep moving. No nos vamos a demorar tampoco tanto en cada quiz. We have to move. Okay? So, let's go to the next one. Let's go. This is vocabulary bank number 2. Okay, we're going to talk about opposites. So what are opposites? If I tell you white, opposite. Tall, opposite. Short, right? Light, dark. So those are opposites. Okay, so now let's try this. And this is like, how can we describe someone's personality? And these are the options already. The words are given in here. Kind, shy, clever, talkative, lazy, generous, funny, friendly, unfriendly, serious, hardworking, unkind, stupid, mean, extrovert, and quiet. They are different. They have different colors because one is the opposite to the other word, okay? And this is how we can describe people's personality. Number 1, Elsie. A person who's open and warm. What could be the right adjective to describe this person? A person who's open and warm.
Justo estaba haciendo, pero...
Ajá. Let's see. Aquí estamos trabajando todos. Okay. Can you share some ideas? What could it be? Open is like very nice, like very like warm.
Maybe friendly, or I don't know, because friendly can be with others, so I was confused.
It might be, but let's try. Okay, let's try friendly. It might be friendly. And what is the opposite? Someone who's not warm and not
Unfriendly.
Unfriendly. Es como el opuesto, right? A person who talks a lot, like this all the time.
Talkative.
Talkative. Alguien que habla mucho, ¿no? Always talking.
Talkative and quiet.
Quiet, alguien pues que obviamente doesn't speak too much, right? Few words, pocas palabras. A person who likes giving people things like, oh, here you go, here you go. That is
Generous.
generous, right?
Generous.
And what could be the opposite?
Mean.
Mean. En inglés, mean es como, mean es como tacaño, pero como malo, ¿no? Uno dice, uy, he's mean. Greedy, también hay otro adjetivo que se llama greedy, como que tacaño, right? Como, no sé cómo le decimos nosotros en español a los tacaños, codo, right? Mean or generous. Number 4, a person who's friendly and good to other people.
Lazy.
But friendly.
Kind.
Kind. Friendly and kind is like nice, right? Someone kind, polite, nice. And what could be the opposite?
But it's in the other one.
This one, right? So if
Right.
it's kind, it will be unkind. Para nada.
But it's in number 4.
Ah,
four.
okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm pilísima. Yo me estaba yendo por otro lado. Okay. 5, a person who doesn't want to work.
Lazy. Lazy.
Vaguito, no, nosotros le decimos vaguito. Lazy. And what could be the opposite?
Hardworking.
Hardworking, like you, right? Hardworking, because it's Sunday and you're working. So this is hardworking. A person who makes people laugh.
Funny.
Funny.
Funny, very funny. And someone who's the opposite.
Serious.
Like this. Serious, right? Okay, not funny. A person who's quick at learning and understanding things. A synonym
Clever.
of intelligent.
Clever.
Clever. Acuérdense aquí de clever, pero no del amigo clever, not the name, right? This is clever like with C. Very pilas. And what could be the opposite?
Stupid.
For us, this word is offensive, right? Si le decimos en español es como bien fuerte, right? It's offensive. But in English, it's not really that offensive, but it refers to someone who's not intelligent, okay? What about number 8? A person who can talk easily to people.
Shy.
Shy. And the opposite, like, whoa, I love friends, like this. Extrovert. An extrovert. And that's it. I think it's fine. I believe. Now you try it. Wait.
It's fine. I really did that.
You did it?
Yes.
Okay, just give me one moment. I don't know. It got frozen, my screen. Okay, let me stop sharing. I don't know what happened. Okay, let me go back. It got frozen. Okay. So look. And this is where I start checking again. Elsie's done, Ariana's done, Valeria, good, Hilda, Cesar, Jocelyn, Domenica still trying, Ruth, Reina, Andreita, Natalie, Gregory, Melissa, good, Mireli, and Elsie, good. See, it was very easy. Now, let's keep moving. Estamos todos hasta aquí, ¿no es cierto? Todos, todo el mundo debe ir conmigo. Si usted se atrasa, you know. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Ya estoy agarrando el golpe. So vocabulary section, done. We finished, right? Now, there's a reading section. Let me show you. But the reading sections, usually I do not practice this on Moodle yet. So don't try Moodle yet. Let's go back to the slides. Okay, I'll show you something on my slides. This is where we usually read first. Okay, this is done, right? We did this. This is done. The opposite, right? Now, we're going to read something about a girl called Charlotte. Charlotte is going into an experiment, okay? But this is something that is quite interesting. And let me ask you that question. Do you think your best friend knows you better than your mom? Or who knows you better? Your mom or your best friend? And why? Gabriela, what about you? Who knows you better? Your mom or your best friend? Mhm. Anyone?
Your mom? My mom.
Aha, your mom. Why? Why do you think your mother knows you better?
Because she understand me.
Of course. Excellent. Because who on earth can knows you better than your mom? I mean, your mom is someone who knows you since you were a baby, right? But there might be cases in which the relationship with their moms is not that good, right? And they might have a best friend who knows better, right? Okay, any other opinions? Elsie, Gregory, Sandra, Melissa, who knows you better, your mom or your best friend? What do you think?
My mom.
Why?
Ajá. Because hemos estado juntos toda la vida, entonces.
You have been together, right? But what if you lost your mom? What if you don't have a mom? It might be, right? There's people who doesn't have mothers. I mean, they lost their mothers. So they might have a friend, a cousin, a father, a brother that knows them really well. Okay, according to this, and this is a very interesting question, a very interesting experiment. And this is an article about Charlotte and her best friend and her mother. So her mom and her best friend had to choose one guy. She's looking for a partner, but her mom and her best friend are going to choose one guy and she's going to date them, okay? She's going to go on a date and she has to choose. And the better option will make her realize that maybe her mom knew her better or maybe her best friend. Okay, this is what the reading is mostly about. But let's read, okay? Let me move it a little bit. Okay, who wants to start? Anyone? Sandrita, how you like to read the first section? Let me see. This is where we're gonna start. Wait. And here. Wait. And this. And here. Okay. Can you start reading? Sandra? Okay. Mireli, would you like to read? Of course.
In our weekly experiment, single people who are looking for a partner ask their mother and their best friend to help.
Can you keep reading? Uh-huh. Okay. Do I have another volunteers?
Can you wait a minute?
Uh-huh. Yes, keep reading if you want.
Okay, yeah. This week, single person is Charlotte Ramirez, a 25 years old web designer. Her father is Spanish and her mother is English. She lives in Bridgeton and she doesn't have a partner at the moment. Her mother, Alice, chooses a man she thinks is perfect for her. Daughter and her best friend, Katie, choose another. Then Charlotte goes on a date with each man. Which one does she prefer?
Okay. So she's gonna date two different guys who have been chosen by one by her mother and one by her best friend. So which one will she prefer? We don't know, right? So we have to keep reading. And any other volunteers? Thank you, Mireli. Excellent. Samuelito, would you like to read this section?
I love going to the cinema, but I often feel like staying at home with a good book, says Charlotte. I'm quite friendly and social,
Sociable.
and I get on well with with most people, I think I have a good sense of humor.
Humor, right? So this is this her physical description or her personality description? What do you think? When she's saying I'm sociable,
Personality description.
that's her personality, right? She's very friendly. It means that she has a lot of, she gets on, como que se lleva bien. She gets on well with most people. So she's very nice, friendly. And she said, I have a good sense of humor. So those are like her personality features or description, right? Good. Anybody else? Valeria, can you keep reading? What kind of man, what is she looking for? Because she's gonna date 2 guys. Valeria, can you read from here? What kind of man do I like? Now she's gonna explain what is she looking for, right?
Hola.
Yes, of course. Go
What
ahead.
kind of men do I like? Well, I like interesting men who can make me laugh. Physically, I prefer men with a really nice smile who are taller than me. And I don't usually like men with beards. I like men who are into literature and art and classical music.
Good. So those are her expectations, right? She expects to find someone who is taller than her, who likes art, literature, and classical music. Okay, that's what she wants. Now, anybody else? Domenica, can you keep reading? I'm not sure. This last section.
I'm not sure who is going to choose better for me, but my mom and my best friend can know T very well.
Know me?
Fairfax, Katie could find me a guy who is psychology more compatible, but my me mother as can for longer.
For longer. So she thinks that who's going to decide better, her mom or her best friend? What is it going to be different between what her mom and her best friend will choose for her? What did she mention about her best friend's decisions? Or the guy she, my best friend knows me better, right? Maybe Katie, her best friend, could find someone who's physically attractive to her, right? But her mom is gonna look for something besides just the physical description, right? The physical, if it's attractive or not, but maybe something a little bit more about maybe their personality, right? So who is Charlotte? How can we describe Charlotte? According to the reading. Who is she? We know the experiment, right? Dating guys or dating 2 guys chosen by her mom and her best friend. But who is she? How can we describe her? Samuelito, any information given on the reading about Charlotte? What does the reading said about her? Ideas? Cesar? Samuel? Ariana? Gregory? How can we describe her?
She has 25 years old. She's a designer.
Good. Okay, she's a designer, 25 years old. What about her personality? How's she like? Anyone?
She's quite friendly and sociable.
Good. Friendly, sociable, and a good sense of humor, right? That's Charlotte. And who are Alice and Katie? Who's Alice? Natalie? Who is Alice and who is Katie?
Alice is her mom and Katie is her best friend.
Excellent, Jocelyn. So those are the two other ladies, her mom and her best friend. Now, let's see. Let's go back to Moodle. And now we can try this as a quiz. Okay, let's go back. Okay, and this is the reading section, and this is unit 1B. Okay, this is where we are again. Siempre regreso. So we are on unit 1B. That's why it's called Charlotte's Choice, because she has to choose, right? Between two different guys. So we're gonna do the first quiz, okay? And this is quiz 2B, okay? And this is exactly the same reading about Charlotte, her best friend, and her mom. And these are some questions about the reading. That's why I was asking you before, what is the idea of the experiment? So what is it about? And we have to choose only one. ¿Quién me ayuda? ¿Quién me ayuda? Ariana, Domenica. So what is the experiment about? What does she have to do? Adrián? Cesar? I'm always calling everyone, and whoever wants to.
Alice and Katie have to choose a man for Charlotte. Then Charlotte goes on a date with each man.
Excellent. So this is like a summary, and this is like the whole idea. She has to choose one. And she's going on a date, but these guys have been chosen by her mom and her best friend. So she will realize who knows her really better, her mom or her best friend. Who are Alice and Katie? Again.
Alice and Kate have to choose a man for Charlotte.
But who are they? But this is the question.
Best friend.
So who's Alice? Alice is Charlotte.
Charlotte, best friend.
And Katie is her best friend. Good. These are the two ladies. Who is Charlotte? We are here. Who's Charlotte?
Charlotte is a single.
Charlotte
being
is
Excellent.
25 years old.
25 years old.
Good. 25, web designer. Excellent. So this is Charlotte. What do Alice and Katie have to do then? And what happened?
Alice and Kate have.
Alice and Kate.
So what about the first question? What is the idea? Is it really fine? So that was not the answer, right? If we want to summarize it even more, what is the whole idea? Como ya sí, the main idea.
Single people ask their mother
and friend to find them a partner. So that like summarizes the whole experiment, right? And that's it. This is it. That's all you have to do. So read the question, and according to what we already read, like going through the different options. Excellent. And this is where is everyone. Andrea, Nicole, Domenic are still working. Good. Cesar, Ariana, Samuel, Jocelyn, and Valeria, they're done. Good. You see, it's not that difficult, but we have to take a look at very specific information. Now, can you remember the article? So there is more questions about this. Okay. Now, what is she like? So these are the two different questions, remember? When we want to get like physical description, how does she look like? That's physical description. How she like? Personality. So on the first one, what's she like? How do they describe Charlotte's personality? And these are the different options. Anyone? Volunteers? Domenica, Justin, Adrian.
Cinema.
She likes, but do you think that's her personality description? She likes going to the cinema? Or is there any other better choice? Cesar, what do you think? What's she like? So that's her personality. So which of these different options provides information about Charlotte's personality? Mm-hmm.
She's friendly, sociable, and has a good sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. So that's how she is, her personality description. Friendly, sociable, nice, and a good sense of humor. Now, what kind of men she does or she doesn't like? What is she expecting? What is she looking for in these guys?
She likes interesting men who can make her laugh. She likes men who are taller than her and have a nice smile. She likes men who are into literature, art, and classical music. She doesn't like men with girls.
Good. So this is what she likes. This is what she's hoping to get, right? That's her ideal guy, right? This should be his description. What does Charlotte like doing? What are her favorite activities or her hobbies?
Cinema and reading.
Going to the movies and reading. So this is what she likes doing every time. Who does she think is going to choose better and why? Her mom or her best friend? What do you think? Who is going to choose better for Charlotte?
She doesn't know who's going to choose better.
She doesn't know,
Okay.
right? She doesn't know because she's going on a date. Ella va a salir con ellos. But she doesn't know who is she going to like, right? From the two guys. Okay, and that's it. This is it. Right? There you go. And I want you to try it now. Okay, everyone should be here. Look, Cesar, Samuel, Mireli, Ariana, Jocelyn, finish. Good. Justin, you can try again. Okay, no worries. Natalie is working, Ruth and Melissa. Good. There you go. And I can see now Cesar, Gaby, and Domenica are in here. So todos vamos juntos. Nos vamos a ir avanzando at the same time. No es que, ay, ya me adelanté mucho y los demás se quedaron atrás. No, so let's try to go like at the same time. Okay, all together. Now, let me show you something about Charlotte's decision. Because once we finish, right? All the reading activities. Before moving into grammar, we're going to leave grammar after the break, okay? I want you to listen to the story. So what happened to Charlotte? Okay, listen to Charlotte's talking about what happened after she met Alexander. So there's two different guys, Alexander and Oliver. What did she think of him? Does she want to see him again?
1.14. My first impression of Alexander was that he was much older than me. In fact, he was 32, but I thought he was older. But when we started talking, I really liked him. He was extrovert and funny, and he had a very good sense of humour. He works for a TV company, and he told me a lot of good stories about his work. He was also interested in the same things as me, art and music, and we talked a lot about that. Physically, he wasn't really my type. It's difficult to say why. He was tall and dark and quite good looking, and he had a nice smile, but there just wasn't any chemistry between us. I could imagine going to a concert or theatre with him, but as a friend. Sorry, Mum, but no.
Okay, so what happened to the first guy? Did she like him or not? Tell me.
No.
Why? She liked him as a friend.
It might happen, right? So she likes him. Excuse me?
He was not really her type.
Not her type. Mireli, go ahead.
Miss, I have a question. What is the
Yes.
meaning of dog?
Which one?
Dog.
Can you spell the word?
I don't know. In the audio say that
Okay.
when she talk about why doesn't like the boy.
Let's
Point
listen.
14.
Let's try to find the word.
My first impression of Alexander was that he was much older than me.
Older.
In fact, he was 32, but I thought he was older.
Okay, so he was much older than her, right?
But when we started talking, I really liked him.
Mm-hmm.
He was extrovert and funny, and he had a very good sense of humor.
Okay.
He works for a TV company, and he told me a lot of good stories about his work.
Mm-hmm.
He was also interested in the same things as me, art and music, and we talked a lot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Physically, he wasn't really my type.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult to say why. He was tall and dark and quite...
He was tall, right? And dark, maybe dark skin, maybe. That's what she meant.
good looking.
Good
And he
looking.
had a nice smile.
Nice smile.
There just wasn't any chemistry between us. I could imagine going to a concert or theatre with him, but as a friend. Sorry, Mum, but no.
So that was, Alexander was her mom's choice, right? So she liked him, but he wasn't really her type. So there was no chemistry. There should be chemistry, right? Some kind of attraction that goes beyond just friends, right? That's what I think that she meant. And what happened to the other guy? So there was another guy.
1.15. When I first saw Oliver, I thought he looked warm and friendly and more attractive than Alexander. He was quite tall, with short blonde hair, and he had lovely blue eyes, a bit like the actor Jude Law. He was a bit shy and quiet at first, but when we started chatting, he relaxed, and we found we had a lot of things in common. We both liked books and the cinema. He was generous too. He wanted to pay for everything. I really enjoyed the evening. When it was time to go, he asked for my phone number and said he wanted to meet again. We walked out of the restaurant and went to look for a taxi. And then something happened, and I knew that it was impossible for me to go out with him. He said, "At last," and took out a packet of cigarettes. That was it, I'm afraid. I could never have a boyfriend who was a smoker. I think perhaps for my next date, I'm going to choose the man myself. I don't think another person can really choose a partner for you.
Okay, so what was her final conclusion about the whole experiment? Who did she like more, Alexander or Oliver? Who were the two guys? Cesar.
In physical appearance, I guess Oliver.
And what about Alexander?
He looks like older than her, so she doesn't like that.
And he wasn't her type. But at the very end, did she like the experiment? The idea that someone is gonna choose for you? I mean, a partner. Does it really work according to Charlotte?
Yeah, actually not, because Oliver is a smoker, so she really don't like that.
Yeah, she said, I will never date someone who smokes, right? She didn't like that. I mean, she said he was like someone that, I mean, she was a very attractive guy, nice guy, but she didn't like the fact that he smokes. So, well, she said, next time I think I'm gonna choose myself, right? I'm not gonna ask my mom or my friend to choose to find a partner for me. So that's a decision that is only up to you, right? Not up to your friend or your mom. So it's a decision that you have to take, right? Okay, so it's 10:59, and today I'm on time. I usually sometimes I go before 11 and then like I go beyond the time. So we're gonna leave grammar for a little bit later, so let's have a break now. Okay, let's take a break. Vamos a tomar un pequeño receso. Usually I have a break at 11, usualmente. A veces nos pasamos un poquito. It depends, right? So if I can do it at 11, it's fine. So you can stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, have something to drink, right? Porque nos merecemos como que ese receso, ¿no? Ese break. So let's have a break now and we'll be back at 11:15 and then we'll keep working on grammar, okay? Okay, so we're back from the break. Thanks for being back. Thanks for being here. Okay, so we are going to go not to Moodle, but just to my slides. And this is going to be kind of a review about something that you might know already. This is like very basic in English, but very useful, okay? We're gonna be talking about some grammar, something about grammar, but something easy. This is not really difficult, but there are like very specific rules about this. Just give me one moment. I'm looking to share something with you. Let me see. Okay. Okay, let's go to the slides. Let me show you something. Okay, every time and all of the units, we are going to be working on skills. Okay, I think I said this before. When you are learning a language, you train your skills to understand, your skills to read, your skills to listen, your skills to speak, your skills to know the basic structures, which is grammar, and your skills to remember words, okay? And that is vocabulary, okay? So this is grammar. So we're gonna just go very briefly about present simple. When do we usually use present simple? We use present simple for things you do every day, every year, every week, or things that are generally true or always happen. So tell me some things you do every day. One idea, one example.
Brush my teeth.
Okay, I brush my teeth every day. Good.
Drink a coffee.
I drink coffee. I drink coffee every day. Good. Anything else? Do you work? Do you study? And that is something that it happens, right? Every week, every semester, every day.
Take a shower.
You take a shower. That happens every day. Every day you have to get dressed, right? You get dressed, you brush your teeth. Anything else? You go to the university maybe every day, right? You take the bus every day. You drive every day. Okay, this is what we do every day, right? So when describing these kind of actions, we use present simple. But this is like the rules, right? Vamos a hablar de las reglas. Spelling rules. These are the verbs, right? This is the structure. There's usually a subject. It might be I, you, he, she, we, they. Okay, that's the subject. But if we're talking about I, you, we, or they, the verb remains the same. No cambia nada, no se le agrega nada, right? I work, I brush, I get dressed, I drink, no le agrego nada al verbo. But if we're talking about he, she, or it, si hablamos de tercera persona, singular, Al verbo hay que agregarle algo. So we need to add the letter S. He writes, she walks, he listens, he works, he walks, he writes, he reads. Le agregamos la S. If it's negative, we need an auxiliary. Solamente para los negativos y las preguntas se usan los auxiliares. If we're talking about present simple, the auxiliary forms are do or does. Do, I, you, we, or they do. He, she, or it does. Esa es la regla, okay? Another rules, spelling rules for the verbs. If it's work, it becomes works. Solamente se le agrega la S. Study becomes study. Si termina en Y, se le cambia por I latina, IS, consonante, IES. ¿Ya? If it ends in SH or CE or GE or SH, se le agrega la ES. So finish becomes finishes. Go becomes goes, and do becomes does. Se le agrega ES. If the verb is have, it becomes has, okay? And we usually use adverbs or frequency when talking about present simple. We might use the words always, often, every day, every time, never, usually, so twice a week, 3 times a week, because these expressions helps us to describe actions that happen every day, okay, or usually happen, okay? So this is the rules, but let's do something with the rules and we're gonna practice, okay? How are we going to practice? There's a game, I like these games because they're very nice. Let's play a game, okay? I'll show you. It only has 11 questions, but this is kind of a review about present simple, okay? How do you play this game? If it's your first time, this is called quizzes, okay? And this is how you can join through the QR code. Usted puede escanear el código de barra. So you might, if you have a phone, you use your barcode scanner and then you scan the bar and then you can join. So esa es una manera. Or we can use a link. I usually copy the link in the Zoom chat, right? Where I usually share all the links. So on the Zoom chat, you will find the link. Hay dos maneras, scanning the barcode or through the link. Or there's another way, if you click on joinmyquiz.com, usted abre una ventana nueva y pone joinmyquiz.com, you enter the code 878455 and you can join the game.
Miss,
Yes.
al momento de ingresar me sale un string, enrollment, y tengo que poner, aparte de mis datos, mi número de tarjeta.
No. I mean, you just try with the link. Intente con el link directamente, mejor.
Mejor, sí.
Yeah. No, I mean, that is when you want to buy like the access. If you're using quizzes like a teacher, for example, me, I usually pay for this because this is something I use for my classes. But you don't have to pay anything. You're just gonna play. So, and in here, I can see whoever has joined the quiz already. So this is what I love about quizzes. I can see that Reina is here, Melissa, Valeria, Mireli, Gregory, Samuel, Domenica, Cesar, Adrián. Mireli is twice, so voy a sacar a una Mireli. Maybe it was a mistake. Okay, and then we're gonna leave just one Mireli, okay? So Janet, Mireli, Adrián, César, Doménica, Samuel, Gregory, Valeria, Reina, Mel, Sandra, Ariana, and Natalie. Justin, good. Ahora, algo interesante acerca de quizzes que le tengo que advertir, tiene que unirse rápido. If I click on start and you did not join, you will not be able to join once the game starts, okay? So try to join as quick as possible. So by the time I click on start, you will be in the game. Otherwise, you will not be able to play, okay? And I usually, this is a game, but again, this is practice. And this is class participation. So everything will be graded. I mean, you'll be assigned a grade once you finish the quiz, okay? 16 people, but how many students do I have? I have 19, so I'm missing 17. I need 2 more people. I have 17 players and I should have 19 players. Janet, good. Gabby, Jocelyn, Ruth. So if we have a missing student, obviously not gonna be in the game, right? Okay, let's start. And this is where you will see the questions. She studying English every day. I usually turn my camera off because of the higher connectivity. And this is how you will check the questions. And this is how the statistics are going through the answers. So if we're talking about she studies English every day. Okay, and then there's time. Okay, you don't have like too much time. And then once time is over, then we go into the next question. Okay. Okay, and then the game will give us a feedback about the answer and who's on number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Who's the leaderboard? Who's in the leaderboard? The first 5 spots. Next question. They doesn't speak, they don't speak, or they aren't speak French very well. So these are the answers. This is how many students have answered already. And time is going by. Once everybody answers, I will go to the next question. Again, the different options, only 3 options. Once it starts ticking, it means that time is about to expire. Okay, next. Okay, so they don't speak because we're talking about they and it's plural. Excellent. You can see my first 5 top students. Good. Next. You go to school every day, so we need an auxiliary. If we're talking about simple present, is it are, does, or do you go to school every day? And there's time. Ticking time. Do you go to school? Because we're talking about you, and this is a question. Do you go to school? Next. Next question. Little board and question. How old is you, do you, does you, or are you? Good. How many people have answered already? Time. How old? Time. How old are you? So this is a fact. It's just a question. And that's it. Next question. What time? We're talking about she. Does she, do she, or is she wake up every day? Okay, time. What time does she? Because we're talking about she. So it will be does. And that's it. Everybody answer. Next question. Leaderboard and question. Claudia not read every day. If we're talking about Claudia, doesn't read, don't read, or isn't read every day. Time. Claudia doesn't, because we're talking about Claudia and it's a female. Good. Next question. My cousin go to the cinema every month. Go, goes, or going? Question. Time. My cousin goes because we're talking about a he. It might be he or she. So the verb will not be go, it will be goes. Good. That's it. Everybody answer. And next question. Leaderboard. Samuel, Ariana, Jocelyn. Good. Carlos and Charles, talking about two people, Carlos and Charles. Doesn't travel, don't travel, or travels every year. So that's present. It happens every year. If we're talking about two people, Carlos and Charles, that's plural. If it's plural, it will be don't travel. Good. That's the right answer. And that's it. Next question. Leaderboard. Samuel, Ariana, Jocelyn, Janet, and Mirelli. Good. He liked going to the cinema, and this is a question. We need an auxiliary, right? Is it does, do, or doing? If we're talking about he, does he like going? Because we're talking about a male. That's it. One more. Next question. Samuel, Ariana, Jocelyn, Janet, and Mirelli. Good. Excellent. What time they have dinner? If we're talking about they, are they, do they, or does they? What do you think? Do they have dinner? And last question. Okay, let's go. We not have breakfast at 6 o'clock. We don't have, doesn't have, aren't have. Okay, and this is it. I'm back. Last question. Next time, I'll give you less seconds per question. This is just the first quiz. I think it's 1 minute per question. And that's it. And these are my winners. Samuel, Ariana, and Janet. Excellent. And this is how well you do on the quiz, and this is everybody else's answers, and that's it. Okay? So this is just a review. This is something that you might know already, but anyhow, it's really good to reinforce, right? And like refresh whatever we might know, and like maybe get some specific details. Again, if we want to make questions or statements affirmative or negative or questions, personal pronouns, this is for you to review. And now let's do the first quiz. Let me see. Let's go back to Muru. Now let's practice. Let me see. Okay, let's go back to Muru. And this is again unit 1B, okay? And this will be grammar section. Okay, this will be 1A. Okay. And this is about Charlotte's story. What about the first one? This is about Charlotte, about the experiment and about the mom and the best friend and the guys she dated. Cesar, let's try the first one. She have a partner at the moment. What could be?
Maybe she does have a partner at the moment.
Does she have someone, or she was like trying to find someone? She went on a date.
Yes, she's trying.
So if she was trying, it means that she doesn't have a partner, right? She doesn't have a partner. That's why she's dating guys and seeing if it was worth it or not. One of them. And here we have to be careful with the apostrophes, okay? They will ask you to write whatever you have to write using contractions, okay? What about the second one? Samuel. She, according to the reading, on a date with each man.
She does.
She goes, right? Because we're talking about she. So G-O-E-S. She goes on a date with Alexander and Oliver, right? Number 3. Jocelyn, Adriana, Ariana, Gregory, Elsie. Which one she preferred? Does, because we're talking about she. Which one does she prefer, Oliver or Alexander? I think she didn't choose any of them at the very beginning, at the very end. Number 4, Sandrita, what kind of men I like? Do, excellent, because I'm talking about myself, right? Do I like? Reina, 5. I usually like men with beards. That's what she said. This is about Charlotte.
I don't.
I don't, right? She said, I don't usually like men with beards. So beards, no. And that's it. This is only about auxiliaries or verbs. And how do you write them according to the different subjects? If it's she or he, and how do they change? So this is quiz 1A, okay? This is just the first one. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Okay, that's 1A, and then we're gonna work on the grammar bank. Okay, grammar bank 1A. Okay, let's see, what do we have to do? And here, they want you to rewrite the sentences It could be sentences or questions. If you see the question mark, that's a question. If there is a positive plus sign, that's a positive statement. If it has a negative sign, a negative statement. Aquí tenemos que escribir todo. So they give you the prompt, right? Anna like music, but we have to write it as a question. So how can we do this a question? If we're talking about Anna.
Does Anna like music?
Acuérdese que aquí no importa qué es la plataforma, la primera letra de cualquier oración o pregunta es mayúscula, por si acaso se le va la minúscula. It will not be like correct, even though it's right. So does she or does Anna like, ¿se le agrega la S o no? What do you think? Tenemos que agregarle aquí la S.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
No. En las preguntas, cuando usábamos el auxiliar, el verbo aquí queda tal y cual. Nothing. Ok. Esas eran las reglas, acuérdense. Ok. That's just and here, what is it wrong? Hay algo que está mal que yo hice. Que no debería haber hecho. What do you think? Que no debería haber escrito y lo escribí.
Question mark.
¿Por qué? Porque el question mark ya está fuera. Entonces no hay que escribirlo. Ok. Ok. Estos son pequeños truquitos. What about number 2? My sisters have a lot of hobbies. So how can we rewrite this into a positive statement? Who's the subject?
My sister has a lot of hobbies.
Excellent. My sister, that's the subject. My sister have or has?
Has, because singular.
Has is singular. Excellent. My sister has a lot of hobbies. ¿Hay que ponerle el punto final? No, porque el punto final ya está fuera del cuadrito, acuérdese. También tenga mucho cuidado cuando escriba entre palabra y palabra que no se le vaya doble espacio. A veces se nos va, ¿no? No es que digo que es a propósito, obviamente. Se nos van 2 espacios, la plataforma no se lo va a contar como válido. Me ha pasado, por eso les cuento. Number 3. And this is a negative statement. I get on very well with my parents. What if we want to rewrite it as a negative statement?
I don't get on with my parents.
Excellent. I don't get very well with my parents. Si por ejemplo aquí se me fue una letrita que no puse la S, se me escapó, también. Son detallitos. So we have to be really careful when writing. When in this kind of practice, it might be tricky. Okay, what about the next one? My brother studied at university. Gregory, what do you think? Who's the subject? How can we rewrite this?
My brother student at university.
My brother, tengo que poner en mayúscula porque es una oración. My brother. If it's positive.
Se acaba el tiempo.
Yeah. My brother studies, right? Because we're talking about my brother at the university. Pero bueno, aquí le falta. So we're about to lose time, but I want you to try it. Okay, let's try. I help you with 4. You have to do the others. Okay, let's try. If you make mistakes, we'll check the attempts. We'll check the mistakes. We'll see if we can do it again. We'll do it again. We'll try. We'll find the mistakes. Ah! Okay, time is about to expire. Okay, but your time is not my time. And that was just the first grammar bank. In every grammar bank, they have 2 practices. And here they have 3, right? Because we did 1A and there's grammar bank 1A and 1B. Let me show you something on my slides. I think I had this on the slides. Okay, you know what? For the second quiz, let's try to do it on the slides, okay? Okay, we can use the slides just to help us. Everybody can help each other. So this is 1A and 1B. 1A is done, but we can try to do 1B on the slides, okay? Ayudémonos así para corregir todo aquí, ¿ya? Okay, so we have 10. So we can do 5 here and 5 here, and you can help each other. This will be grammar bank 1B, okay? So in here, we have different words, and we have to reorder the words into full statements, okay? So what about the first one? Always before go I, before bed 11. I think there's a mistake in the book, right? What is the mistake? It might be a book, but they might have mistakes too. ¿Cuál es el error aquí? Number 1. ¿Quién lo encuentra? And here. Always before go I, before bed 11. How can we rewrite that into a full sentence? Who's the subject?
I.
I. And in Zoom, there's in the Zoom tools, hay también un text box que también se puede abrir aquí. So it will be I. That's the subject, right? I. Usually after the subject, there's the adverb of frequency. I never, I always, I often, I usually.
I always.
I always.
I always go to bed before 11.
So what was the mistake on the book? ¿Cuál era el error aquí en el libro? I think there is a mistake. No one? No one? Anyone? The word before is twice. It's written twice. It should only be just one before, right? Not 2. I always go to bed before 11. So that was the mistake. But this is how it should be. Now, if I take this out, I want you to write this on the slides, okay? So this is where I want you to help each other. Okay, one can do number 1, somebody else can do number 2, number 3, number 4. ¿Cómo se escribía en el slide? ¿Qué les dije yo? Aquí abre usted un cuadro de texto, se va a text box. En el símbolo de más, usted hace así, and then you write. Statement number 1. 1. I always go to bed before 11 p.m. Yeah, and that's, who did this? Miss Diana. So this is me. I wrote it. This is my evidence. I did it. Okay. And think of this as a digital notebook. Haga de cuenta que no estamos usando un cuaderno, ¿no? Pero I think that this is kind of a way of working digitally through a notebook, right? Within the virtual class. And this is where everyone can participate, right? So Gregory can do number 4, and Cesar can do number 3, Gabriela number 7, Ariana number 4, and so on, so on, so on. You choose the sentence. Is Andrea here? Andrea, you can help us too. Okay. And Ruth, is Ruth here? She can help us. Sandra, Gabriela. Okay. Gregory. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And this is how everybody can work. Cesar, excellent. Ariana. Okay. Sandra. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have another slide. Look, if you need more space, there's another slide. I usually use 2. Siempre les pongo 2. Okay. If you need more space, you go to the second slide, and then this is how we're going to be checking first, and then we go back to Muru. Number 2, Kate sees her family hardly ever. What do you think? There's something we can fix here. These adverbs of frequency are usually placed before the verb. So then it would be Kate hardly ever sees her family. También podría ser al final, but usually they go before the main verb. Usually. I always go, I hardly ever, I usually, she never, she often. Saturdays, we never go shopping. So what is it wrong? Saturdays, never shopping on go we. Who's the subject? Siempre identifiquen primero quién es el sujeto. Is the Saturdays the subject? Thank you, Ariana. I think you're fixing it, right? Thank you. So Cesar, who's the subject?
Saturdays?
No.
No?
¿De
We?
quién estamos hablando? We. Ajá, we. So we never, right? We never go on shopping. Y on Saturday, every day, every year, last year. Ese es como el complemento siempre, ¿no? Es esa última parte. With my family. Ajá.
Alright.
Ajá.
That was my mistake.
Ajá. Can you fix it? We never go on shopping on Saturdays because the Model Sol is full. It's crazy. What about number 4? Who wants to do number 4? You can do number 4 in here. We can use the second slide to do number 4. Number 4. A to I dentist year go twice the. How can we rewrite number 4?
I to dentist year go to
The subject. I, right? I.
Ya le creo.
Aha, please. Thank you. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 is gonna be done by Gregory. And what about number 5? Okay, we can do number 5 in here. Okay, we can use this slide to do number 5. Who wants to help to do number 5? Number 5 says, in the breakfast, they sometimes garden have. So how can we rewrite that into one sentence? Gabriela, maybe. Anybody else? Sandra, Ruth.
Means number 5 or?
Number 5.
They sometimes have breakfast in the garden.
Excellent. They sometimes, ese adverbio de frecuencia generalmente va siempre antes del verbo. So they sometimes have breakfast in the garden. So primero el sujeto, ¿de quién hablamos? They. Adverb of frequency, usually, never, often. Have breakfast, that's the main verb. In the garden, ese es como el complemento, ¿no? It could be in the garden, in the park, in the restaurant, pero eso siempre va al final. Okay, so that's how the structure goes, para que esté bien estructurado. I to dentist a year go there twice. Okay, that's how it, okay, that's, and then we're gonna fix it. Okay, así es como nos lo ponen, ¿no? Nos ponen desordenadas las palabras. And then we have to like order every single word. Let me see, who's helping me? Ariana, good. Cesar, we never gone shopping. Okay, Cesar Murillo, good. Recuerde que esto es como usted evidencia que está participando, ¿ok? Mire que le estoy advirtiendo. Después, uy, no, la mía me puso bajísimo.
Miss,
Ah.
Miss,
No,
si dije las
yes.
5, igual la tengo que poner.
Yes, write it. On the next slide, it's in here. See?
Okay.
Ajá. And then you write your name.
Miss, tengo una preguntita.
Of
Y por
course.
ejemplo, en la anterior actividad que hicimos de describir a las personas, por ejemplo, alguien borró mi participación. ¿Ahí cómo haría?
I know. Ahí yo sé que al principio nos cuesta, ¿no? Tenemos que, no todas las personas como que aprendemos al mismo tiempo. Hay personas que les cuesta un poquito hacer esto de las diapositivas. Puede ser un poquito medio, kind of tricky, right? Pero aquí lo único, mi consejo es que tratemos de no mover nada, ni sacar nada. Hay que tener mucho cuidado. Por eso yo generalmente yo les doy acceso para que ustedes puedan también escribir y participar y corregimos, pero tenemos que tener mucho cuidado con lo que escriben las otras personas. Al principio nos cuesta y van a pasar estas cosas, ya me han pasado. Me ha pasado que me han desaparecido mis slides y me las han llevado no sé dónde. Por eso yo usualmente sí les quito el acceso de edición. Después de a la semana siguiente ya la quito para que no nos muevan nada, ¿no? Durante la clase no la quito para que usted pueda participar. En ese caso, no se preocupe, ya eso fue el error de alguien, no sabemos quién. Todos decían Vero, 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 Vero. But now, I mean, I'm trying to give you like space, right? So you can have your own. And don't worry about that slide. This is just the beginning. This is just like second class. Pero al principio nos toma tiempo adaptarnos, ¿no? Una vez que ya le tomamos aquí el ritmo a la diapositiva, ya ustedes van a aprender. No sé si ya lo habían usado así antes. Tal vez algunos sí, pero no todos. So don't worry. Solamente tengamos cuidado, ¿ya? I to dentist a year ago twice. Okay, so how can we fix this, Gregory?
I go to the dentist twice a year.
I go to the dentist twice. Twice means 2 times. Twice. So maybe every 6 months, twice a year. Okay, and this is how it's fixed. And full stop. I go to the dentist twice a year. And that's it. They sometimes have breakfast in the garden. Cesar, excellent. Okay. Jocelyn. Okay, Jocelyn, thank you. She was doing number 4 too. Number 5 is done. Number 6, we usually listen to the radio in the morning. Good. Pero aquí no me ha puesto quién lo escribió. No se olvide. Alan runs in the park every day. Gabriela, good.
Y yo, Valeria.
Good. Okay, type your name, okay? 8, I never drink coffee after 4. I never. ¿Se dan cuenta? La estructura sigue igual. I never drink coffee after 4. Ese after 4 at 6 p.m., eso es al final, como un complemento. Pero lo más importante es who's the subject, how you write the verb, and how you structure, right? So it could be like correct. John doesn't often go to the cinema. Okay, it's fine because this is a negative statement, right? John doesn't often go to the cinema. And 10, I visit my mom once a month. Okay, so everything has been checked. Now, let's go back to Moodle. Ahora vamos a la plataforma de nuevo. Nos fuimos. And that will be the second grammar quiz, right? This is 1B. Write the words in the right order. So let's try it now. And as you can see, it's the same, okay? But in here, be very careful when writing. Be very careful with the upper and lower cases, double spaces, full stops. Mire, el punto final ya está fuera, no hay que escribir punto final. And be careful with the contractions, the apostrophes, okay? The time. Yeah, the time. Time, that's the challenge. That's because then at the very end, when you have to do the final test, there's going to be a lot of questions. So that's why we're training. This is kind of a practice every day. So we have to push ourselves to. That's why we work on the slides first. And then by the time we come here, within 5 minutes, you can complete it. Okay. Now you try it. Okay, vamos. Let me see who's trying. Valeria. Good. Valeria, see? She did it. Okay, she tried first. She got 9, but then she tried again. She found a mistake. Maybe that was a little detail. Cesar, Samuel, Ariana. What about the rest? My other kids, where are they? Cesar, Ariana, what about the rest? You should be here. Everyone should be here. Grammar Bank 1B. Okay, I'll give you time. Okay, so let me see. Let me reload Moodle again. So this is how I reloaded. Okay. There you go. Cesar is working. Samuel, Jocelyn, Gabby. Ruth, you lost your first attempt, but you can try again. Gregory, okay. Hilda, Elsie, Melissa, Domenica. What about the rest? Aquí me faltan estudiantes. I only have, okay, let me see. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only 12 people, okay? Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let's check Valeria's first attempt. Okay. So what happened on number 4? What was your mistake, Valeria?
Me faltó la R. Al final. Yeah.
That was it, but you did fine. I mean, it was good because you had everything. I mean, all the words and numbers, just one letter. That it might happen. But then you try again, right, Valeria?
Yes.
Okay, good. No importa si se equivoca, olvídese que el equivocarse no es malo. A veces tenemos la mala idea, ¿no? A veces yo creo que es errónea, de que, ay, me equivoqué, uy, no. No, si no nos equivocamos, nunca vamos a aprender, créanme. I mean, mistakes are, it's fine. But that's why I always give you another chance. Always. So, oh, that was a mistake. And then, okay, let me try again. Cesar. Let's see what happened with Cesar. I always go to bed before 11. Should be fine. Let me see. Let's check Valerius. How does she write? The first one. I always go to bed before 11. What happened with this? Let me see. This should be fine. You can try again, Cesar. We never go on shopping. No. We never go on shopping. We never go shopping on Saturdays. So this on should be before Saturday. Okay. I never drink coffee after 4. Pero si ve cómo escriben 4, no lo escriben como nosotros lo escribimos en español. 4.00. Es el formato del tiempo, pero en otro idioma. That might be the mistake. Okay. But I'll give you time, so you can try again. Let me see, Ruth. Justin, good.
Sí, Miss, estoy
Ajá.
terminando.
Okay. 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 Let me see. Let me reload it again. Okay. Jocelyn, Gabby, Ruth, Melissa, Sandra, Samuel. Okay, I'm missing people here. Ariana, what is Ariana? I'm missing Ariana, I think. Oh, no, she did it. Okay, you did it, Ariana. Samuel, where is Samuel? I think Samuel did it. Where is Adrian? Gregory. Ruth, where is Ruth?
Es que tengo un problemita.
Ajá, cuénteme, cuénteme.
Yo estoy, o sea, no estoy en mi casa, estoy de viaje. Estoy mediante mi iPad. Y
Ok.
entonces me dificulta bastante, o sea, 5 minutos casi no alcanzo a escribir por
Oh,
completo.
okay. I
Por
should
eso
have
Sí, yo
given
tengo
you.
exactamente el mismo problema. No,
Creo
no
que
tengo
todos.
computadora, solo tengo mi iPad, entonces no se
Oh,
puede.
it's hard. Okay, okay.
Yo también tengo casi el mismo problema. Yo sí traje computadora, pero se me quedó el cargador.
Vaya. Oh, that's an issue. No charger, that's an issue. Okay, next time, if we have to practice where you have to type too much, I'll give you more time, okay? Okay, voy a darles más tiempo para, especially, usually for this kind of practice, okay? When you have to write a lot. Okay, good.
Mira, es algo complicado con el iPad. Se demora.
I know. Well, but, yeah, I know. When you're traveling, it might not be, it's not like when you're at home, right? That you have your PC or your laptop. It might be challenging, but don't worry. I mean, what I truly appreciate is the fact that you are trying. Okay? If you need another attempt, I can give you another attempt. Don't worry. Everything I can negotiate. I mean, we can reach an agreement. And I will try to give you more time when we have to do these kind of practices, okay? Where you have to write a lot. Okay, let me see. So I think we did everything. I think we are missing, are we missing? No, I think we're not missing anything from 1B. So let me do something else. Just give me one moment. Let me open the next unit, okay? Okay, just give me one moment. Okay, now So if you go back to Moodle again, if you press F5, you'll be able to see that Unit 1B workbook activities are open, okay? But don't try them yet. Don't try. Let's go back to my slides so I can show you something about this on the slides, okay? Okay. Okay, these are my slides, right? This is that was the last practice. Now, that was what happened to Charlotte. Now we're gonna be moving on to additional activities, but this is taken not from the student book, but from the workbook, okay, from the text. But this is like additional practice, okay? So let's try to do them in here, okay, on the slides. Okay, so we can help each other. So let's try to do the first grammar practice. In here, they're all negative. I mean, they are positive, but we have to rewrite them as negative statements, okay? And so we can work. So I'll assign you the sentence you have to write, okay? So Justin is going to do the first one para que ya no tenga que elegir usted. I'll do it for you, okay? Justin is gonna do number 2, and then Gabriela number 3, and then let me see, I play tennis. Ruth, number 4. There's someone doing number 5. Good. Okay, this is an additional practice, okay? Cesar, number 5. Okay, Cesar. And number 6, let me see, who can I ask for help? Samuel. Okay. Number 6. Okay, Samuel. And Janet is already, she did already number 7. Excellent. Okay, see Janet, she's done. She writes a blog. She done write a blog. Is it fine? ¿Quién le ayuda? ¿Quién le ayuda? ¿Quién nos ayuda aquí? Is it fine or not? What do you think? She don't? Is it correct?
Doesn't.
She doesn't. Good. She doesn't write. Do we still need the S or not? No. Okay, that's it. So we fix it. She doesn't write a blog. Good. Si ven que ya ahora trabajamos más rápido, okay?
Means creo que no tengo acceso.
Who doesn't have access? So I can give you access again to the slides.
No, yo, Justin.
Okay, Justin. Okay, I'll share the access on the chat, okay? Justin, give me 1 second. Chat. So Justin, if you go to the chat, you'll find access to the slides, okay? This is usually what I do at the very beginning. At the very beginning of the class, I usually share all the access, but don't worry. Number 4, Ruth. I play tennis. So what could be a negative statement? Ruthcita. Maybe someone can help. Maybe she cannot.
I don't play tennis.
I don't play. Can you write it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So he doesn't have a bear. That's fine. They don't go to the gym. Samuel, excellent. And she doesn't write a blog. That's it. So now we can go back to, oh, you know what? Let's keep working and then we'll go back to model. Let's do, okay. Let's do this one, okay. This is about describing people again, but let me show you something about this. Okay, let me show you one additional practice. We're gonna like reinforce a little bit more about people's description. And now that you know a little bit more about how you can describe people by their physical appearance and their personality, this is kind of additional practice. Okay, so we have different people. They all look different. as you can see. Okay, this is called live worksheets. Live worksheets, that's another resource you might find on the web. And if you want to practice, like they have like a lot of different topics, not just English, they have a lot. But this is like different people, right? And this is their description. Okay, so how can we match this? What is the right description to the right people? And you know what? Let me share the access to the live worksheets so you can practice on your computer. Para que usted también desde su iPad o desde el laptop o lo que sea que esté usando, you can try this with me, okay? So what about this? Plump. Plump is like someone who's really short and chubby. Como chiquito y gordito. Like this. Like a plump. Como algo redondito. Plump with brown hair and wearing a hat. So who of these people matches the description? What do you think?
The
man with the red shirt.
yes,
So
and the
how
hat.
do you match with a hat? He's the only one wearing a hat, right? So that's the first one. Good. Elsie, number 2, slim and tall with long brown hair and glasses. So who could it be? Slim and tall with long brown.
It's the girl with t-shirt green on the second line.
That's the girl, right? Green t-shirt and white pants. She's tall and dark hair and glasses. Good. Number 3, short with gray hair and a mustache. Who could it be? What do you think?
The last of the first, I mean, that guy with the yellow shirt, I guess.
With the yellow shirt.
And
But,
I mean,
but it says gray hair.
gray hair. All right.
So who could it be? What do you think?
The blue.
The old man with the t-shirt blue and white.
Striped.
Right.
Stripes es como las rayitas, ¿no? La camisa de rayas. Striped, blue t-shirt, old, and gray hair, right? So that would be this guy. This one, right? Okay, what about number 4? Plump and short with brown hair. Plump and short with brown hair. Who could it be? Gabby? Oh, there's, no, I don't know if Gabby's here. Elsie, Ruth? No?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Gabby, what about number 4? Who matches the description? Who of these people? Short? No, plump or short with brown hair.
The man in the first line with the tie, red tie.
Yes, that's right. Okay, let me see if it, okay, it's fine. Yep. Tall with mustache and a beard, number 5. Who's tall?
Now it's the yellow guy.
Now this is the guy, right? Mustache and beard and tall. Okay, good. And now keep going. Number 6. Short with brown hair and glasses. Short with brown hair and glasses. Who could be short?
It's the kid.
The kid, right? Because he's short, brown hair, and glasses. And what about the slim, tall, with long, wavy, dark hair?
Son las gemelas.
The twins. Let's see, okay? Slim and tall with long, wavy hair. The twins. I didn't realize they were twins, but they look alike, right? What about number 8? Slim with short, straight, red hair.
It's the gear of the first line.
The one with the pink sweater, right? Okay. And what about number 9? Tall with receding hair is when your hair is falling and you have like very little hair. Como cuando dicen, uy, ya se le ven las entraditas. Not bald, still hair, but not too much. Who could it be? Receding hair. Slim, no, tall.
Maybe the man in the first line, the green shirt.
This one.
No.
I guess blue shirt.
No, green shirt in the first line.
No, if the number it doesn't stay, it's not the guy. What about this? No.
It's
another
the
one.
in the first thing.
Okay, the first. Let me see.
The blue.
No.
I guess. The blue. I mean, with the blue.
No.
The
okay. I'm like this, like.
Yeah, that.
No.
The other.
Which one? The other.
green.
The green.
Oh,
green.
this one. What about number 10? Short with wavy dark hair. Wavy dark hair and short.
The last guy in the second line.
Okay, short with wavy dark hair. Wavy dark. Short. This one. No, that's not the one. Short with wavy. What about this? That's the one with the striped t-shirt. Okay, and then if you want to check if your answers are fine or not, you can always like check, you click on check your answers and then they will even give you a grade if it's fine. Okay, that's just one extra practice. Now, we're gonna try to do this. This is quite challenging, okay? And this is a reading about a couple, okay? So there's 2 different people. They are a couple. We are going to try to complete the text with the correct form of the different verbs in the box. So we're gonna be checking simple present, people's description, personality, physical description. So she's describing them, right? Now, these are the different options: not come, earn, get on, study, have, not like, live, prefer, not see, share, want, or work. And the first one is always done. La primera siempre se la dan, ya listo. So this is done, work. I am very different from my boyfriend, Jamie. Jamie works as a vet and this is where I want you to help me, Justin. Jamie works as a vet and what could be the first missing word? Justin, Gabby, Ruth, Elsie, Valeria.
Maybe earns.
And he earns, let me see if we can write. He earns es como ganar, ¿no? If we're talking about money, we usually use the verb earn. He earns quite a lot of money because he's a vet, he's a doctor. I'm a student and I, what about her? She's describing herself. I am a student and so earn is done, right? Earn has been used already, so this is checked. Okay. Music at the university. So if she says university, music, what could be the right verb? Gregory, Samuel. I study.
Estadios.
I study. I study, right? Because she's talking about herself. I study music at the university. I I want to, let me see. Study, I think study is used already, right? Study, where is study? Okay. I
want
to be a music teacher when I finish. I think it makes sense, right? I want I want to be a music teacher when I finish. But Jamie, now she's gonna be talking about Jamie. How he is, his personality, what he likes, he doesn't like. What about Jamie?
live
In a small house in the country. So he lives, right? Jamie lives, wait. Okay, in here, lives in a small house in the country. And I
Prefer?
there might be another option. Sandrita, Gregory, no, Samuel. Someone said word. A flat with some friends. If you with friends, with other people, it means that you
Share.
you share. She doesn't live alone. She lives with other people. They share an apartment with friends. We often, I'm forgetting to cross out the words that we already use. I don't know if someone can help me, just like crossing them out. We use share, we use live, right? Want, okay. So we know that those words are already used. We often parties in our flats.
We often have.
What is held? No, we don't have a held. There's another verb. In our flat, but Jamie.
Prefer.
No, another option.
Get on.
Doesn't come.
But what about this first section? We often
Have.
We often have. Aquí para nosotros es difícil decir have parties, porque nosotros no decimos tener fiestas. Nosotros tenemos una fiesta. Nosotros no usamos have, right? Pero para ellos hay ciertas expresiones en las que usan verbos diferentes a los nuestros en español. That's why it might be difficult. These are like expressions. But Jamie.
Work.
Works, ya usamos work. That is already been used.
Prefer.
Might be, but okay, let me see. Have is used already. But Jamie, he's shy, so he been with other people.
But Jamie not come.
But it's not come. If we're using simple present, but Jamie
Doesn't come.
Doesn't come. He doesn't. He doesn't like parties, so he doesn't come. She has parties with her friends, but he doesn't come because he's shy, right? So he being with other people. If he's shy and he doesn't go to parties, what could it be in here? So he being with other people. Look for a verb which we have not used now yet. What do you think, Mireli, Melissa, Natalie?
Get on.
So he get on being
So
with
he
other people. No.
prefer. So he prefer.
But if he's shy
Prefer.
and he doesn't go to parties, do you think he prefers with being with other people? Does it make sense? He doesn't like to go to parties because he's shy. So do you think he doesn't like being with other people? I think that should be the right one. He doesn't like being with other people because he's shy. So he doesn't like being with a lot of people. I'm quite an extrovert, so she's the opposite. She's very, a lot of friends. So I
do prefer. Or
I prefer
I prefer.
I prefer being in a group. So she likes being with people, right? What about number 11? So prefer, we use not like.
I don't see.
I don't see Jamie much because he's usually busy because he's a doctor, right? So I don't see him much. They don't see each other that much. And what could be the last one? Even though they're different, they always
Get on.
they have a good relationship. We always get on really well. Some people say that opposites attract, and for Jamie and me, it's true, she said. She's an extrovert, he's shy. She likes parties, he doesn't like. She lives in a flat, he lives in a house. So they're very different, but even though they have a good relationship, they get on really well. Now, I cannot leave this in here because I don't know why Zoom will not allow me to. Let me see, let me try. I don't know if this is saved, if it will remain saved. Okay, let me see. Oh yes, it will. Okay, yo pensé que no se guardaba. I think it doesn't save. Okay, now, let's go back to Muru now, and let's try this as a quiz. Okay, vamos. This is 1B, right? 1B. Okay, and we're gonna write negative sentences. That's the first one, right? That was the first practice on the slides. So this should be easy now. Negative sentences. Okay, so you can write them in here. I think maybe some of you did it already. Okay, so let's try to do this, okay? 1A. So they're giving you positive sentences and now they want you to write them as a negative statement, okay? So everyone, please, aquí vamos, que ya nos falta poco. These are gonna be the last practices for today. Okay, gonna try this one now. I'll give you time, okay? Les voy a dar tiempito, ¿ya? You don't have to write too much, right? Only, I think like 4 sentences, that's it. Okay. Okay, Valeria, Elsie, Cesar, good. Samuel, Mireli, Jocelyn. Okay, Ariana and Natalie. Okay, that's the first quiz. Let me check again. Melissa. Okay. And Domenica's here. Let me see. Okay. So please, we're doing this now, okay? I think Jocelyn is here, right? Jocelyn, okay, she's trying now. What about Sandra? Samuel, Samuel, you're working now. Vamos a nuevamente cargarlo para ver si ya están todos. Gaby Toala, Melissa, Natalie. Okay, that was just the first one, okay? Now let's move on to the next one. We have to keep moving. Complete the question with do or does. This is very easy, okay? I think someone already tried this. Vamos a ver quién ya intentó. Valeria, okay? It's really easy, right? So Valeria, can you read? Let me see. I'll ask her to go through each of them. Okay, Valeria. Oh, no, you know what? Let me ask them, okay? Because they have to practice. We're not going to give them answers just for free. Okay. One, when you meet your friends, if we're talking about you, is it do or does?
Do.
Okay, do, right? Easy. Your laptop have webcam? If we're talking about your laptop, Ariana, do or does?
Does.
Does, good. Talking about an object, third person singular, good. What time we need to leave? Elsie, Gregory. We're talking about
Do.
do we need, excellent. Okay, Reina, number 4. Your mother work from home? If we're talking about your mom.
Do your mother work from home?
Do or does? How do you start the question?
Does.
Does, right? Because we're talking about your mom. Este es el sujeto, right? Which websites you use most?
Do. Do.
Do you? Good, Cesar. Number 6. Gregor.
Does.
Does. We're talking about your girlfriend, right? And if we're talking about your brother, does.
Does.
Ya, ahora sí, yo creo que ya estamos más claros, ¿no? And this is, it won't take too much, too long. Solamente hay que escribir una palabrita. So, should be really easy, right? Again, we are on Unit 1B. Para los que por ahí se salieron y recién regresaron. We did 1A and we did 1B. We're gonna do 1C. Ok, vamos. And this is the one we did already. This is done. So you don't even have to write. You only have to drag the right words into the right spaces. Solamente tiene que hacer esto, nada más. This is called drag and drop. Drag significa que lo agarra and drop lo deja, lo suelta. You drag the word and then you drop it. Lo agarra y lo va soltando. On the right, obviously on the right space, right? On the right missing gap. And that's it. Excellent. Valeria, César, Ariana, and Elsie. So they're with me. Me están siguiendo. Again.
Yes, miss, we are with you.
Yes. Es que si no trabajamos así, créanme que no terminamos todo. Es bastantísimo. There's a lot of practices. Pero imagínense que usted tenga un curso en que usted solamente escuche que la gente habla y usted no dice nada. Entonces así como que it's not even worth it, right? So you have to do the practice. How can I make sure that you actually doing the practice? Like this. Créanme que it works. It is effective. Si usted solamente está haciendo copy-paste, tampoco, pues, ¿no? That's up to you. Ya ahí sí yo no puedo ver si está haciendo copy-paste, pero ya eso depende de cada persona. If you really want to learn, you do the practice, and that's it. Thank you. 1B, do or does. Vamos a ver si ya todos terminaron. Do or does. Good. Easy. Hilda, she's still writing. Okay, Mireli. Sandra. Okay. Mire que esto ya está. Now, 1C. This might take time, 1C, because in here there's a lot of different options. Okay. Ariana. Okay. So, Ariana. Okay, let's ask Ariana to read everything, like the whole statement, the whole text. Arianita.
Okay. I'm a very different from my boyfriend, Jamie. Jamie works as a vet and he earns quite a lot of money. I'm a student and I study music at university. I want to be a music teacher when I finish. Jamie lives in a small house in the country, and I share a flat with him with some friends in the city center. We often have parties in our flat, but Jamie doesn't come. He's quite shy, so he doesn't like being with other people. I'm quite extrovert, so I prefer to be in a group. I don't see Jamie much because he's usually busy, but when we are together, we always get on really well. Some people say that opposites attract, and for Jamie and me, it's true.
Good. Excellent. And that's it. So that's 1C. Okay, let me see what comes next. Let me see, we did grammar. Let me see what the word is. Complete the sentences. See. Oh, this is, you know what? Don't try that on Moodle. I have that on my slides. Okay. Let's try doing the vocabulary section just to finish, okay? Now, if we're talking about people's description, this is the same, but don't try that as a quiz yet. Let's do it on the slides, okay? So in here, they give you some statements, but the words are not complete, okay? So number 1 is done. Does your boyfriend have brown eyes or blue eyes? So the words brown and blue might be incomplete, but you have to complete them with the right letters. What about number 2? Tanya's dad doesn't have any hair. It means he's. How do you write that word? When people do not have any hair. And in here, bold. How do you spell bold? And we're gonna spell every word. The first letter is B, right? That's given. And then
A-L-D.
A-L-D, bold. So believe me, something that works in English is spelling. Once you spell every word, you realize, okay, it's A-L-D, bold, and then you write it down. So in here, you can help me, and here you can add a little text box, and then you can write the word bold, okay? Like this, okay? This is what I want you to do. Now, next. My friend's hair isn't it's
straight.
So how do you write straight? Can you help me on the slide? So it isn't straight, it's, how do you write curly? How do you spell curly?
C-U-R-L-Y.
Y. Excellent. Can you write it down in here? And then don't forget your name, please. What about number 4? Andy doesn't shave. This is shaving. He doesn't shave, so he has a and. If he doesn't, so how do you write?
Beard and mustache.
Excellent, Elsie. So can you write it down, please? Thank you. Okay, Elsie, excellent. Okay, Andy doesn't shave, so he has a beard and a mustache. That's it. 5, you aren't at all. I think you're quite.
I guess you aren't fat at all. I think you are quite slim.
Excellent. So can you please write them down? Okay, and what about number 6? When Jake was young, he was very, but now he's a bit. How do you write those words? Good. Thank you. Thanks for helping me. Can you write just the letters a little bit bigger? Poquito más grande. Because it's like very small. If you can make them a little bit bigger like this. Like this. So they can read. Straight. Okay, good. Curly. And then number 5. And then number 6. What about number 7? My hair isn't brown. It's and I am not short. I am not too tall, not short. So how do you call people who are not too tall but not too short? And that's what we have to write. And that's it. Okay. Don't forget to add your names, please. Who? Okay, bold. I think I wrote
medium height, right? The last one.
Medium height. Medium height. So look, I wrote the word bold, so I add my name in here. Bold. That was me. Mireli, thank you. Okay. And what about number 4? Nadie me ha ayudado con el 4. Sandra, can you please help me? Number 4. I'm going to add your name in here so you don't have to write it. Sandrita. Sandra. Okay. Number 4. Number 5, Cesar. Excellent. Thank you. Number 6. When Jake was young, he was very, but now he's a little bit chubby. A little bit.
Pink.
Tiny and overweight. I
Yes.
guess.
Thin and overweight. Ya dijimos que overweight es una manera más polite, más educada de decirle a alguien que está un poquito pasadito. Un poquito. Not too much. En vez de decirle, oh, you're fat. That's offensive, right? Okay. And my hair isn't brown. It's actually, and I'm not short. I'm quite medium height. And that's it.
I got number 4, but I can't write it
Why?
because I'm in my cell phone.
Okay. Don't worry.
Lo mismo yo hice la 4 y la última, pero no puedo escribir al mismo tiempo.
Miss, también yo estoy intentando editar, pero como estoy el teléfono, no.
Ya, entonces ya ahí les
No
voy
sé
a...
qué, usted hizo una raya ahí mal, pero disculpe.
No, tranquila. Ya, entonces ahí, my advice, mi consejo, cuando trabajemos en las clases, yo no sé cómo trabajaban antes, no lo sé, pero en mi clase sí necesito que usted tenga un dispositivo donde usted pueda escribir. Puede ser el teléfono, no le recomiendo porque obviamente no va a poder hacer muchas cosas. Generalmente yo siempre trabajo con mi laptop, porque si estuviera el celular, tampoco, no pudiera hacer nada de lo que puedo hacer ahorita. Tratemos, ya. Yo sé que a veces las circunstancias no nos acompañan todo el tiempo, pero en la medida de lo posible sí necesita trabajar de un dispositivo en el que usted pueda escribir, que pueda activar el audio, que se lo vea en la cámara, para que usted realmente pueda sacarle el mayor provecho, porque si no, pues solamente escucha y claro, yo entiendo que está participando, pero pues no queda evidenciado aquí, ¿no? Entonces, tal vez esta clase está bien porque era la primera, tal vez para usted era la primera, entonces no hay, pero para la próxima, entonces ya tomamos estas recomendaciones y como la próxima semana no nos vemos, de aquí hasta la siguiente semana, entonces ya usted trabaja en un dispositivo que le permita interactuar, ¿no? De esta manera. Yo entiendo. Ya. Acuérdate que está recién en class number 2 y todavía falta mucho más que practicar y mucho más que aprender. Okay, so now let's go back. Now that we still have like 8 minutes, 8 minutes left. Let's go to module. Okay, and that's going to be the last quiz today. Okay, so try completing the words in here. Okay, if you cannot do it now because you don't have a device that lets you write, don't forget, we are working up to unit 1B, Unit 1B student book, and these are workbook activities, okay? We still haven't finished 1B. We still have to work. We did 1B and C, and then we did 2A. This is the last one, right? 2A. That's the last quiz. And then tomorrow we're gonna keep working on vocabulary section and something about pronunciation. But that will be tomorrow, okay? Not today. Ya hasta aquí nos vamos a quedar, ¿ya? Yo las voy a ocultar para que usted no se confunda, okay? So we're gonna keep working this tomorrow, okay? We're gonna try working, we're gonna try to finish 1B and then we have to start unit 1C, okay? So this is the last activity. This is the last quiz. It's called 2A. And it's actually this one. Okay, Cesar, Elsie, and Valeria. So don't forget, this is the last quiz for today's class. This one, okay? You can check the slides. So if you need to go back to the slides and check any word, that's why the slides are still there. Please be careful with the slides not to move or erase or delete something. Okay, so you can use them as an additional support so you can work the activity as a quiz, okay? So let me see, let me check something in here. Let me show you this. This is your information, okay? So I believe everyone completed. I have Cesar, Ariana, Adrián, Doménica, Andrea, Samuel, Gaby, Mireli, Valeria. Aquí hay un espacio en blanco. Melissa, Nicole, Gregory, Natalie, Ruth, and Justin. Si usted todavía no ha completado esto, please, Elsie, go ahead.
Ya, yo intenté entrar a este, pero no me deja. Creo que es porque usted no lo ha compartido conmigo.
A ver, espéreme. Ya se lo voy a compartir por el chat, ¿ok?
Ya,
Ahorita
ok.
le comparto, ok.
Miss, ¿podría compartirlo por el grupo de WhatsApp? Sí, mejor, por el grupo de WhatsApp también.
No lo comparto en el grupo de WhatsApp porque aquí hay información personal, teléfonos y cosas así. Entonces, por eso yo en WhatsApp hay cosas que comparto y cosas que no me gusta compartir por cuestiones de seguridad. Entendemos que, imagínense, celulares, números. No, usually I shouldn't be recording this, porque hasta YouTube generalmente banea cuando las personas comparten ciertas cosas. Obviously for security reasons. Por eso solamente lo comparto por el chat, el Zoom de chat, el Zoom chat, solamente por ahí. Ciertas cosas, ¿no? El resto yo lo puedo compartir por WhatsApp, ¿ok? Pero es muy importante porque digamos que usted quiera contactar a alguien, usted no entendió algo, quiere saber algo, usted tiene una manera de contactar también a sus compañeros, aparte del grupo. En WhatsApp les iba a pedir algo que sí me ayudaría muchísimo.